Are we live? I think we're live. Let's see. Are we live? Yep, we're live. What's up, y'all? Good to see y'all. What is up? What is up? What is up? Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far, good night or good day so far. What have y'all been up to, man? We have a lot of stuff to talk about. So my buddy King Spike, if y'all not subscribed to his channel or followed him on Twitter, please go subscribe and follow him. He's technically a scooper. He's going to join in a little bit, but he's technically a scooper, King Spike. And I'm really excited to go live with him. It's going to be fun. We're going to be chatting it up, man. We're going to be talking with y'all, of course. We're going to be talking about not really any topics, just kind of off the cuff, you know what I mean? But like talking about Marvel scoops, talking about what he knows, what I learned yesterday. And I'll talk about it more when he joins, but because that's kind of one of the he's joining now, I think, actually. So one of the main things, I got sent some information yesterday, and I'm not stirring the pot. I promise. I am not trying to stir the pot or anything. I'm not. I actually reached out to somebody, and if y'all, I'm just going to, man, if y'all didn't have any faith in Doomsday and Secret Wars, y'all better start having some faith in the Russo brothers, because I don't know what they're cooking over there, but all I know is it's about to be insane. Both not just Doomsday, but Secret Wars. These movies are about to be what I just learned yesterday, and I kind of probably shouldn't be talking about it, but and again, I'm not trying to rub it in y'all's faces. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not trying to stir the pot, you know. But I'm telling you, I learned some crazy stuff, man. Some crazy stuff, and some stuff that really, and I've been hyped for Doomsday and Secret Wars, mainly Doomsday right now because it's the first one coming out, right? I've been hyped. I have, but I think this. Like, it was like right here, right? All the way up here. Like, I can't even, and again, I shouldn't even be talking about it. My source didn't tell me to not talk about it, you know? He didn't say don't talk about it. But, yeah, it's some wild stuff. It's some, not so much, it's not stuff like that's technically, well, in a way, the stuff's going to happen in the films, right? In a way. But he basically told me people they've reached out to, like actors and legacy actors and all that. So it's wild. It's absolutely insane that the Russo brothers are actually doing what I was told they're doing. Like, it's just, I can't even. Oh, you joined. Yo, my guy, what's going on?
What's up, man? Can you hear
Dude,
me?
good to see you, man. Good to see you. Dude, this is insane, man. You're like the first person that how do I say this with it making sense? Like the first person I followed, like a scooper or whatever, someone I follow on YouTube, right? That I've gone live
hmm
with, man. This is insane. This is cool, man. Good to see you. How's it
Yeah, I
going?
told you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm all about support. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was on
I
the phone
appreciate that.
with, yeah, I was on the phone with, family, and I made a sandwich. So,
There you go, man. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, I gotta, guys, before we actually dive in, y'all go subscribe to King Spike, follow him on Twitter, subscribe to his channel as well. We talk all things Marvel, DC, movies. I think we were talking about Star Wars in our group chat the other day. Star Wars, all that type of stuff. But we'll kind of talk a little bit about other stuff maybe in this live stream, but mainly Marvel. You know what I mean? So first thing I gotta, not to put you on the spot, man, not to put you on the spot, but first thing I gotta ask you, man, because you are technically a scooper, right? You are technically a scooper, and I have, again, not to put you on the spot, but I have followed your account for a while on Twitter, I think, and I have scrolled past your stuff like a long time ago. What scoopers, and this is to everybody in the chat as well, what scoopers can we like trust, man? You know what I mean? Like, I've been thinking about that, man. Like, which ones are like reliable, which ones aren't reliable, you know what I mean? It's cool stuff to talk about. It's interesting, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, okay. So you want like my take on the reality based on like
Yeah,
what we
yeah, yeah.
have and
Your take, man.
okay.
Yeah, your take. The floor
Okay,
is
so
yours,
this
man.
goes okay, okay. Well, I don't want to talk your ear off. So, all right, just bear with me because
No,
this
dude,
goes
you're
all
good.
the
Hey,
way
the
back.
floor is
All
yours, man.
right. How many viewers do we have right now?
Five right now. I think it says five. So
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, it
Well,
says we got Deja. Sorry for butchering your name, but I don't. I think that's. Do you know them?
hmm Yeah,
Okay,
I
it
know him.
says
I know
King
him.
Spike is off the chain and charts with all. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate it. Shout out to the King Spike. Yeah, again, y'all can subscribe to him and follow him on Twitter as well. So yeah, what were you saying, man?
No, yeah. Long story short. So as far as like scoopers and stuff go, I would
Uh,
say because I've been all right. So my other account that I had, same name.
yeah.
That one I was talking to Alex. So Alex from the Cosmic Circus or whatever.
Okay, Alex
Him,
Perez. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay,
Alex Perez is reliable. Obviously, like Daniel RPK, I would say he's pretty reliable. Chad,
okay.
you see him, Chad from the Geeky
Yeah, yeah,
Cast.
Chad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chad's a goat, man. Yeah, Chad's awesome. Yeah.
100% cool guy and everything. Really
Oh yeah.
down to earth, you know.
Yeah.
Josh from the Den of Nerds,
Dude,
he has his theories. He has his
yeah,
theories,
he's
but he's
great.
pretty
He's
there.
great, man. Yeah, I
hmm
haven't met him. I haven't met him, but he's cool, man. I watch his live streams a lot. I think he was live this morning. I was still asleep, I think, but maybe he was live yesterday. I don't know, but yeah, Josh again. Haven't met him yet, but he's cool, man. Josh is cool. Yeah,
Oh yeah, oh
he's
yeah. And
cool.
then in this community, the crazy thing is that it's all a game in a sense, right? Like everyone's trying
Right,
to get the
right,
next big story and be but when you start doing like rage baiting or like, just dropping things like remember Toast?
exactly. Yeah, dude,
Okay.
Toast, like he's gone. He's gone, man. Like I guess he was giving out like talking, or how do I say it? Yeah, giving scoops or giving information, whatever you want to call it. That was true, man, because his account was, I don't know, suspended or banned or something like that. I think, right?
You want me to tell you what happened because I was in the middle of that whole thing. I know
Dude.
everything that led up to and it's not even just Marvel, like on the comic book Twitter side of things, because it's very different now than it
Oh
was like two
shoot,
years
man.
ago. And people don't
Oh
yeah, like there was things going around about because 2 years ago we were and I really do not want to get like crazy political, but this is what
yeah,
happens,
no,
right?
you're good.
When everybody
Yeah.
talks about things, right?
Yeah.
So like 2 years ago there was this really big thing and focus on female view of things and a woman's movement type thing. Like if you were on Twitter a year and a half, 2 years
Yeah.
ago, you would see the
Mhm.
she you. I always reference that as a
Oh
thing.
yeah.
That's a good way to
Yeah.
look at it.
I
You know?
remember that, Ben.
Yeah,
I
so
remember that.
there's
Yeah.
right. So that's where things just get a little crazy and people get confused. But then, okay, so when it comes to Toast, that scooper that we were just talking about,
Yeah.
I got DM'd by that account, and they told me like if I could go back and recover the messages, they were like, "Can you stop sharing the scoops because you're taking away from my stuff, and it looks like me."
Ooh.
And people are starting to say things, and I'm like, "It's not my fault. I'm just getting things right."
Mhm.
Because you have to think, when I first started, I wasn't talking to anybody. I was just
Right.
literally
Right.
sitting down and connecting the dots,
hmm
and
Yeah.
now because of that, and you were right, what happened to Toast was that they actually were sharing information. What specifically it was a pre-design of what the leader looked like in Brave New World, for the
Ooh.
promo art.
Oh
That's
shoot,
what
man.
happened.
Wow.
Even though
Wow.
the toys already were going to come out at McDonald's like a month later, but
Right.
who's
Right.
to
Right.
say?
Huh.
Mm,
Interesting.
but
Yeah.
that's what
It's
happened. And then after,
yeah.
no, but
Yeah.
listen,
You go ahead.
one thing after that happened, after they scrubbed that account, my account
Huh.
got flagged, and that's how I got banned.
Dang, man. Dang. That's crazy, man. That's insane. And same with um what's her name? My Time to Shine Hello. What's up with her, dude? I mean, people are always hating on her. I mean, I don't know. Like sometimes she's reliable and it seems like sometimes she is, sometimes she isn't. Like, what's going on with her, man? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, man.
Um, a lot of the information right now, because Doomsday is finished filming. They're gonna do some,
Right, right, right.
post production stuff, but it's done.
Yeah.
And the next thing
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
obviously
yeah,
have is
yeah.
Secret Wars. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, they're filming Spider
Which
Man,
yeah, yeah,
and
which films in March, I think. Secret Wars, right? Isn't it March or something like that?
yeah, exactly. So
Mhm.
that's coming
Yeah,
up, and then we
yeah.
have X-Men '97. So, but that's an animated project.
Right, right.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
but then we have the
Yeah,
shows that are
but
coming out next year. What's up?
Oh no. I was just agreeing. Yeah, what you were saying about the shows coming out. Like we have the X-Men '97 season 2. What else do we have? Daredevil as well, which I think they're
Hmm.
gonna start filming season 3 soon. Or no, the writers' room starts next week, I think, right? Or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
The writers are going to start for season 3 and everything. Like I was
yeah.
saying, you'll see that video on my YouTube channel. But
Okay, gotcha,
beyond
gotcha.
that, which is what's really interesting.
What?
I strongly believe that they sit down and sneak around because King Lion pointed this out to me. He said that you never know who's watching wherever you're at because of the engagement. He
Right,
told me
right.
that,
Yeah, yeah.
and then it clicked in my head, dude. Like what? I'm telling you, the Russo brothers and all of them, they sit down and they see what we post, and they get
Oh, dude,
ideas
no,
from it.
100%, 100%. Like there is, and I was, y'all know I got information yesterday, and my source, right, my quote unquote source, actually out of the blue today, randomly earlier today, and I kind of already knew about this because it was kind of rumored, you know what I mean? Something about, and I'll just go ahead and say it, I will, because I think we all are kind of expecting it without it being actually rumored, you know what I mean?
Right.
Something that has to do with Doom and Thanos in Doomsday and or Secret Wars, and he told me some about that. And going along with what you just said, what you said about the Russo brothers, they know exactly what we want. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
already know that's going to happen. We already know that's going to happen in the movies. You know what I mean? It's going to be PG-13, so they're going to have to obviously tone it down a little bit. There's not going to be like a bunch of amounts of blood. You know what I mean? But dude, like all I'll say right now, again, you hear rumors and all that type of stuff, and you hear stuff. What the heck? And again, you're a scooper. You know more than I do. I'm not a scooper. You know what I mean? I just hear stuff. What the
Right.
heck are the Russos cooking, dude? What the heck are they cooking? Like I'm telling you right now. Okay, look. I'm about to get hyped right now. I'm about to get
Mm.
hyped. I really am. Okay, I was hyped for No Way Home. I was hyped for Deadpool Wolverine. I was hyped for Multiverse of Madness, Across the Spider Verse, like everybody else, right? I'm hyped for like everybody else, Secret Wars, Beyond Spider Verse, Brand New Day, all these other projects coming out, and obviously Secret Wars will probably be bigger than Doomsday. I guarantee it probably will be. What the heck are they cooking in Doomsday, man? What the heck?
What?
Like this movie
Okay.
sounds absolutely freaking insane.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you two things. One, I talk to people, right? But like I haven't
Okay,
directly talked to like Joe
yeah,
Russo or
exactly.
anybody like that. You know what I mean? Um,
Right, no,
and,
exactly right.
well, so that's number one. Two, like these events that are gonna happen in Doomsday, it's gonna be like a premise for what's to come later. Because if you look at the trend on how the movies
Right,
come out and how they've evolved, let's just talk about the costumes alone. We started with the costumes in I like costume
right.
accuracy in what Deadpool and Wolverine, and people like that. They just didn't like the story.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Okay,
Right.
then we move on to
Yeah,
the
the story
Fantastic
is a
Four.
little
You know,
yeah. Oh yeah,
and,
Fantastic
and
Four. I watched it again last night, dude. It's great. It's great.
right, right, and the comic accuracy is just what people like. So. But now we get this
Right.
new formula where we're going to be jumping into a whole new like it's going to be under the sea but in space because it's going to be a whole new world, like a multiverse. Like
Oh my
we're diving in.
god. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Man,
I can tell you my
it's
theory
wild,
because
man.
I haven't actually seen the movie, and I
Okay.
kind of so I was in. All right, I'll tell you a little secret and fun fact for everybody watching. I was in a whole bunch of group chats,
Okay.
and one of the group chats I was in, it was with James Mack. He's the homie. He is cool. I talked to them. He is a really cool dude. I've been following
James.
him
That's
since the
right. That's the
beginning.
other one, James. Yeah.
Yeah, James Mack
He's
is the
pretty
homie.
reliable too.
He's verified. I've talked to him
Yeah.
personally. Like he's cool. Either
Okay.
way,
Yeah.
though, he asked me, he was like, are you the one in the group chat that is basically taking screenshots? And that's where all the beef comes from. That was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Did you catch that on Twitter?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I
Oh,
obviously
oh,
did
did I
some
catch it?
home.
Or
Yeah.
oh no, you're
Yeah. Did
talking
you?
about what? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you catch all of that, any of that drama on Twitter when people were kind of talking down about James Mack?
I didn't catch it on Twitter. I don't think I did. I may have come across something, but the one thing I do know, and again, I might have seen other stuff and just passed by it. I know Chad. I don't remember if it was the group chat or if it was just between me and him. I think it was the group chat. He was saying that like James is kind of mad at him right now or something like that. I think something on the lines of
Oh,
that. I don't know.
I'll ask Chad about it. But regardless,
Okay,
but
gotcha,
I
gotcha.
don't know.
Yeah, that's
Either
good.
way though, James asked me, he was like, "Are you the one taking pictures of the group chat?" So what I did is I separated myself from that group chat because there was like
Uh-huh.
250 people in there, and when I would like correct somebody and just be like, "Hold on a second, let's just," because I
Holy
go off of
crap, dude!
yeah, so when I'm just sitting there and I'm talking to them about the timeline and they're theorizing these insane things, dude, like insane things. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
guys, hold on. And then they take those theories and they're like, I heard this. Like it's very interesting when I talk with people, right? And
yeah, yeah.
they'll say something that I
Huh.
posted 2 years ago. And they're like, I heard a rumor that
Uh-huh.
this and this and this. Like it's interesting,
Mhm.
you know?
Re- you know, it's cool. It's funny you bring up a group chat and you said 250 people in it, right? So I
Yeah.
was, and once you just said that, it kind of clicked in my brain. I was watching. I think it was the other night, a couple of nights ago, or something like that. I was watching like a replay of one of Denim Nerds, Josh's live streams, right? And
Mm.
I think he was talking about a group chat. He was talking about a group chat or something. I don't know if it was one he's in, but with scoopers, right? Okay. He was saying this is what he was saying. It's a group chat with scoopers that get their information in bulk or something like that. Is that the same group chat that he's talking about that y'all are in?
E- uh It might be. There, like I said,
I
there
don't know
was
if
a
it was like the same one
whole
or not, but
I
because
it
I know he
might
was,
it I've come it
yeah,
might be because I've come across people on all different platforms and like I've talked to them and they're like, dude, it's me
yeah,
from X, Y, and Z, this platform, and we were in this group chat, remember? And I'm like, oh snap. Like it's very interesting.
right,
So
right,
it
right,
might be. It might be.
right. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, yeah, it is, man. Like it's just it's crazy to me. I remember I love telling this story, man. I absolutely, not so much the story, but I love talking about it. Like it's so fun to talk about. I remember last year when they announced RDJ as Doom. I remember that, and when they announced it, I was like, "What?" I was like, "No." I was like, but then when they announced him as Doom, I was like, "Oh shoot, that was rumored." I remember that was rumored. So that in that case, man, rumors like a lot of rumors do like come true, man. And I forgot that that was a rumor. I was like, oh shoot, that was a rumor, man. And it's just, it's still like at first I didn't know. I gotta ask, what do you think about RDJ's Doom, man? Because I know
I
there's still a lot
it's
of people that are
it's
skeptical about it. I think it'll work.
it's poetry in motion because okay, first of all, Iron Man, if
Yeah,
people more or less Iron Man started the MCU, he finished the MCU, he's going to restart the MCU, okay?
exactly,
That's it.
exactly. It works. It works. Yeah,
So that I mean
yeah.
that's my take on it. Like I said, I could tell you my theory because I've picked up okay, so
No,
before I started I'm gonna tell you and everybody else something. Whoever, how many people are here? How many people are we have viewing right now? I can't
okay.
really see. I'm eating. Excuse me. How many viewers do
Yeah.
we have?
Just four right now. Four. It says four. So yeah,
Word. Still enough. But either way though,
I'm here for the scoops, man. So yeah.
all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, and don't forget to make clips after if you want. What was I gonna say?
Yeah,
When it
yeah,
comes
yeah,
to like my theory, which I said like some
yeah.
time ago, and I guess I was on the money, before I like sat down and started talking to people and became this quote unquote scooper, call me what you want. I just bring the stuff to people. Um, I kind of connected the
Right,
dots,
right.
man. And they said I was crazy. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how to put it. If you sit down and you think about it logically, this is what I think. And I posted it obviously on my Twitter. And this was at the beginning of when they announced like Doomsday, and I was like, "Oh snap!" The post-credit
Mhm.
scene from Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Boom. And at that time, I was like, "Wait a minute! It
Yes,
sent a signal
yes.
somewhere, right?" And
It's
and
got to be Loki. It has to be Loki, man. It has to be.
that's
The
what
green,
right.
it has to be.
It looks like the tree, but then when I look at it, I'm like, "Damn!
It
It looks like
does.
it's." And yeah, but you know what's wild? It looks like it's sending a signal to the quantum realm to me because I don't know why.
Well, in a way, I
But the outline of it looks
personally,
like the
I don't-
tree. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
one of those things, right? But that's where I started when
uh,
I was like picking these pieces up. So I was like, okay,
right.
because my theory
Mhm.
is that Doctor Doom's going to fuse. Obviously, he's going to use Loki's power, but he's going to fuse the 10 rings with America Chavez's bangles and America Chavez and the bangles. He's going to fuse all three of those, and that's going to and then with Loki's
Yeah, yeah,
power
yeah, yeah.
and whatever abilities he has, you can come on, you get a reset
Uh-huh.
right there. Plus, and then we just throw Franklin Richards in the mix of that. And you know what? With some icing
Exactly.
on the
And you have
cake,
Steve
because
Rogers as well.
I mean, he's going to annihilate Steve Rogers. Remember, everyone's going to go boom, right? So for the most part, almost everyone. But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
th- that's about in
Yeah.
theory portion of it, right? And because it's not about the people, it's about what Doom's gonna
Mhm.
do. And the other important thing too, which like
Exactly.
I keep saying like stressfully, is that it's going to be about the conversation that Doom has with Loki. Before Doom, like think about this, like all the climax. No one's talking about this. Think about like this is where the Russos are going to
Mhm.
hit or they're going to miss. You have a giant epic battle.
Yeah.
Everyone's annihilated. You know, Avengers lose, retreat, whatever we got going into Secret Wars, right? But before that epic
Yeah.
moment when you sat there for like 2.5 hours, man, you just see Doctor Doom finally speak and say something menacing to Loki, and it's just it makes sense that he
Dude.
like because Loki's like sitting there. Chad said this a while ago. I'll give him credit for this one because he did say it. That he's like
Yeah.
Loki.
Mhm.
I think that Loki's sitting there, and he knows that Doom's coming. And I was like, okay. So and to add to that, I was like, and on top of that, that moment that's gonna hit is when they have that conversation. Whatever the reason why Doom is coming is because Loki wants him to.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, man. I mean, it's hey, it's wild, man. This is all insane, dude. Like, and there's people that are still skeptical, man. They're still skeptical. I'm not personally. I'm not. You know what I mean? Like I think they're cooking, man. I think they're cooking. I mean, you got to think about it like this. The Russo brothers made four of the greatest comic book movies ever made, dude. They made The Winter Soldier, which is honestly my favorite MCU film, The Winter Soldier. It is. That's my favorite
It's a
MCU
good
film.
movie.
Even
It's a
better
good
than
movie.
like what'd you say?
I said it's a good movie.
Dude, it's great. I love Civil War and I like Infinity War Endgame. I do. I really do. I love all four of them. I think Winter Soldier's the best out of all four. I think, but they have made four of the greatest comic book movies ever made. And I think, and going along with this, the supposed 2027 film that is not there anymore, I
Yeah.
think we're gonna get Secret Wars Part 1 and 2. I think we will, honestly. Maybe not, dude. But what are your thoughts on that? That's one thing I wanted to bring up, like Secret Wars Part 1 and 2, possibly. What do you think about that?
I mean it would be smart because you rushed
Oh
Doomsday
yeah,
with no character
exactly,
development for we're gonna get Doctor Doom's character development in Doomsday, and then he's gonna
exactly.
jump
Which I'm
over to
okay with.
Secret
I'm fine with
Wars.
that. You know what I mean? I'm fine with
Yeah.
that as long as it doesn't slow down the movie. Which personally, knowing how the Russo brothers, especially how they did the other four films, I don't think it'll slow down because it's gonna be so intense. It's gonna be so fast paced. You know what I mean? In a good way, though. In a
Hmm.
good way, if that makes sense. But yeah, dude, I just got to bring it up. I have to because I know we talked
What's
about it in the
up?
group chat the other day, and I'm kind of just going all over the place as well. I'm just whatever comes to my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And guys, spoilers if you don't want to know. Spoilers if you don't want to know.
Oh man, yeah, be very careful what you're about to ask me because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
sit here and boast too much. I don't want to spoil too much
Right,
for
right, right.
people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
That's
no, no,
why
no, for
I
sure, for
take I
sure.
take my breaks from the internet. I don't want to spoil too
Exactly,
much.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Nick Cage's Ghost Rider, man.
Oh my gosh, the
Oh,
circulation news and stuff about that.
I
All right, what's up? What do you let me hear what you think.
I look. Okay. I am not the first film with Ghost Rider, Nick Cage's Ghost Rider is fine. It's okay. It's fine. You know what I mean? Spirit of Vengeance, I think, is one of the worst comic book movies ever made. I hate that film with a passion. But I I really do like the way Nick Cage played Ghost Rider, and I want to see him back as Ghost Rider. Chad said it's true that he's going to be in Doomsday as a cameo. That is
Mhm.
freaking insane, dude. That's insane.
Mhm.
dude. Like it's just. I'm just gonna say something else real quick too. Nick Cage's Ghost Rider in the same film as Tobey Maguire's Spider Man. Come on, man.
And Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Exactly, dude. I am telling. This is what I've wanted since Multiverse of Madness, dude. Like I'm telling you.
All right, let me just okay, let me lay something out. Let me lay something out for you and everybody. How all right, from
Go ahead.
my
Go ahead.
perspective. From my perspective. So like
Exactly.
when I sit
Yeah.
down and I watch these things and you get it if you watch it like the way it's supposed to be watched. Like yeah, we had to wait years
Exactly.
for all this stuff to come out. Not every project you like, but you're not it's like
Exactly.
bro, it's like marriage, okay? You're not going to like everything that happens in the relationship, but as long as it doesn't damage
Very
things
true.
too much, you're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
that's how the MCU timeline is. And then having the book, and then like when I read I
Oh
read
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
there's three versions of the Marvel Encyclopedia, and I read all three of them
Uh-huh.
like twice.
Okay. Oh
So
wow.
and
Gotcha.
then
Gotcha.
yeah, so I'm pretty versed in the comic lore and all that. And then I have the Marvel Unlimited app. So I do that. So like knowing all the lore, and I know it's not like the homework is the annoying part, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we get okay, for example, Spider-Man 4, what's coming is like
Hmm.
I think Shatra is Sadie Sink. I posted that. Like
Oh
I
yeah. That's right.
strongly
Yeah.
believe that.
Hmm.
And I'm just and the only reason I would share something like that is because it's just it gets you hyped. Like it makes you think and look and go back to the comics, you know?
Right. Right. Right.
So so
Yeah.
when it comes to Doomsday and then like all these things that are happening simultaneously and everything and like that's why it's so crazy. Doomsday needs to feel like like an episode that you would sit down and watch for 30 minutes.
No,
Like
I
the
agree with that. Yeah.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
the Fantastic Four gave
Mhm.
us that feeling. Well, if you like Fantastic
Yeah.
Four.
It did, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah. It's like not so much a prequel, but not having the feel of a prequel, but I yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, 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 yeah. Totally, totally. I get what you mean. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting when you think
That's
about it like that. Yeah,
that's how I look at it because it's about the piece of the puzzle. It's not about like just watching it and liking it. Like, all right, She-Hulk. Like, why would She-Hulk be there if she's not important for some reason? You know, she could be
yeah,
for the
yeah,
development. Think about it. Think about it. She could be for the development of Scar because we already have him there and he's gonna be in
yeah.
Doomsday. Like, she could be for the development of him. They grow close or whatever. I don't know. And then
I feel like I
sadly,
heard about
baby.
Scar being in Doomsday. I feel like I heard about that. Oh, what about She-Hulk though? I don't think she's gonna be in. I hear she's gonna be, but I don't.
I mean,
I
if you
don't
get
know.
all right, you have to think like it's going to be things that we don't expect, like things that we know that are confirmed. The reason why we don't have the rest of the cast is because they want us to stay surprised. Like they probably said the
Yeah,
movie was
yeah.
officially finished, but they are probably
Uh huh.
having people like because these actors sign their contracts and all that other stuff, and things have
Oh
been
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
quiet. Things have
yeah.
been
Oh
very
no, they
quiet.
have. They have been quiet. Like that's the thing, man. Like this is the first Marvel movie that I feel like we've barely had any set leaks, dude. I mean, we had those first 2 months ago, like Unbox PhD or whatever his name is, right? Like he took a photo. I guess he had a drone or something. He took a photo of like the X Mansion area or place or whatever, right? And then there was, I think, a photo. Might have been a photo of I might be butchering, is the Wendigo Mansion or something mansion. You know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah,
other than
yeah. Hold
that,
on.
dude.
Noel Gonzalez said Marvel Television Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Vision Quest, Nova, Champions, Punisher Special movie, Wonder Man, X-Men 97 Season 2, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 in New York City Comic Con. Okay, so Nova, I do not think they're gonna talk about Nova because that's in the
Oh
next
no, no, no,
saga.
no, no, no. Yeah,
Champions,
that's yeah.
the Champions saga or Champions movie is not even a thing or anything because we haven't even gotten past Doomsday or Secret Wars. So like, and people didn't
Yeah.
receive like Ironheart too well, and there are people that are iffy about Miss Marvel, and they're like supposed to be the next generation. Wiccan is safe,
Right,
and
right. Yeah,
Speed,
yeah.
Once Speed gets introduced in Vision Quest, I think Speed will be safe too. You know,
Yeah. Which Vision
uh,
Quest I hear is really good. I hear it's really good.
yeah,
So I don't really
that's
have
what
any
that's what
expectations
the
for it, but
rumors.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
all depends on how it all depends on who's viewing it. Like that's the opinions that people like are gonna care about.
Yeah,
Because
exactly, exactly.
because that thing about let's say people when people say specific words, like I heard Wonder Man is like an Apple TV show. I haven't seen Wonder
Really?
Man. How did you know about Wonder Man?
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah,
then you heard that specifically, that specific line from My Time to
mhm,
Shine, because that's what My Time to Shine
exactly.
said.
Yeah,
So, and then that's where things
huh,
get like confusing and recycled because then it's like I heard that, but I didn't watch that. Now I read scripts and
right, right.
articles. I sit down and I try to read
Ooh,
like articles, scripts, lines, and do a little homework or like
yeah,
Marvel
yeah,
comics
yeah.
stuff. So you don't have to, you know?
Right, exactly,
So what
exactly. Yeah.
so that's why when I posting my stuff, I'm like, I base this on fact. Because I went back and I looked at the article from the 60s and I read that issue,
Mhm.
you know?
Right, right.
So
Yeah,
it's and things get crazy. So that's why it's really hard to fish through. That's Vision Quest is
yeah,
coming.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no.
yeah.
I wasn't talking about Vision Quest. I was talking about Nova.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
N-
yeah.
I was
And
I
that's the
was
thing. Oh, go ahead, go
tweeting
ahead.
like a year ago about Vision Quest about how the Department of Damage Control was going to play a role and
Oh,
how
yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Vision Quest is going I think it's going to be good because of the elements that the series is going to
Oh,
have.
yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, so I swear I heard the other day that Vision Quest is like late 2026, I think, right? Or you know what? Actually, never
Yeah.
mind. I was gonna say something, but because I kept thinking Doomsday was coming out before Vision Quest, it's not. Because I was gonna say Vision Quest is after Doomsday, even though it's not. I thought that it was gonna be a Battle World, but never mind. It's not gonna. Never mind. I kind of thought that, but I was like, never mind. That's wrong. But
Mhm.
going back to Wonder Man, I think Chad was saying a while back that like I watched his podcast episode a couple weeks ago with Philip something. I forgot his last name. I forgot his
Oh,
actual full name.
Phil Phenomenon.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, he's cool
Chad was
too. He's
saying
cool
that.
too. Go follow him.
Yeah, I was saying he seems cool. He seems cool. Yeah, he seems like he's a fan just like us. You know what I mean? He seems cool.
He
Um,
is.
Chad
I
was saying
talked to
that
him.
Wonder Man. Gotcha,
Hmm?
gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, he was saying Wonder Man was supposed to come out years ago or something like that, man. Like what? It was supposed to come out years ago or something.
Okay, I'm gonna say one name, and that's why everything is so wonky and switched up, and it doesn't make
Mhm.
sense. Okay, you ready for this?
Okay.
Jonathan
Yeah, you're
Majors.
talking about
Okay,
all of Marvel, right? Like all the projects and stuff.
the reason why everything got changed, and because you got to think it was centered around Jonathan Majors, Kang. Kang got taken out of the
Exactly, exactly.
equation,
Yeah, yeah,
so now we
yeah.
have
Hmm.
to
Yep.
shuffle things up and do some damage control. Is how Marvel looked at it.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
why. So, because like X-Men 97 season 2, then we have Bo DiMeo. Like, there's things that happened with him, you know. And
Yeah,
before that,
exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
We would have been in let's just put it this way. We would have been in the like a different multiverse, okay? A different multiverse of events
Oh yeah.
completely.
No, no, seriously, seriously. I totally get where you're coming from, dude. We definitely would be. Like it wouldn't be Doom right now if I feel like I'm someone who personally liked Quantumania. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it was like perfect or great or anything, but I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I think it would have been one of those things where two factors, right? Two things. Quantumania was well received, right? Which even though it wasn't, I'm saying if it was well received, and Jonathan Majors, if he really did what he did, if he didn't, I don't really know the full story, but say he did do what he did, or like didn't get accused, you know what I mean? And I feel like we wouldn't
You
have
want
Doom
that
if that makes sense.
we would have still had
Yeah,
Doom. He's just got sped up because I read the script for the Kang Dynasty. Like I sat through a 2.5 hour video and I like watched the whole thing and then I read it. It
yeah,
it was bananas. But it's the Doom just got sped up. Like I like Quantumania too, by the way. I like everything Marvel. Not
yeah,
everything's my favorite. Like I would not sit through Madam
exactly.
Web and Morbius again. Like I promise you I will not. But
Yeah, yeah,
I like it, you know? It's a story. It's something because
yeah,
I used to grow
yeah,
up watching
exactly,
these
exactly.
cartoons, you know? Okay, so
Yeah,
let's see.
exactly,
Deja,
exactly.
hold on. Deja said, I loved Ironheart. I'd like to see more on that. I hate being left on the cliff, on the cliffhanger of these shows. How long before we get more? So Ironheart is well what it was supposed to lead to before we had all these things with the actress and how people received the show mixed because there's very
Yeah.
mixed reviews, more negative than positive. So
Mhm.
I don't know. But what I can tell you is Mephisto from Ironheart is going to play a role in the Midnight Suns, and the storyline that they're
Mm.
apparently going to like adapt. Do you even want to know what it is?
Dude, let's hear it. Let's hear it, man.
Apparently, it's going to be something similar to the Hell on Earth storyline. So that
Okay.
storyline specifically, if you don't know, and Alex Perez talked about it, it's basically about how Mephisto takes over Las Vegas and turns it into a real hell on earth with like gambling,
What?
insane. Yeah, it's crazy as of like right
That
now and
that's
stuff.
that's crazy. What? Dang, dude, that's interesting. I've never. Wow. All right then. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Taking over
and
Las
the
Vegas.
let me say this now. Let me say this now. Mephisto won't be affected by what Doctor Doom does. You want to know why?
Ooh. Why?
Because
Let's hear it, man. That's interesting.
Mephisto is a hell lord. He
Right.
is not
Right.
the quote unquote, demon of the MCU, the S word. I don't want to say it. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. That's interesting, man. And you were gonna say, who who's the name you were gonna say if you are allowed to say it? Like that was responsible for all this going crazy. You know what I mean? Marvel like switching up and all that.
Oh, I already said it. It was Jonathan Majors, the actor
Oh.
that
Oh.
played,
Oh. Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
the actor that played
Makes
Kang the
sense.
Conqueror. Because when he got
Yeah. Yeah.
fired,
Makes
that's when
sense. That makes sense.
everything got delayed and changed.
Man, what butterfly effect, man. One thing can just change everything like that, man. I'm telling you. That's
Yeah,
man.
it's gnarly,
Like what's
gnarly,
going
gnarly.
on with yeah, like Armor Wars and Blade, man. Like what's going on with those? Like what
Blade right
like
now
Armor
is on. Hold on, Blade is on hold indefinitely, not canceled or anything. It's just on hold. I think what I think they're
good,
doing
good.
with all of this, and to Noel, to let me see where Wonder Man trailer. Okay, Marvel sucks with marketing, so I don't think we're gonna see that like any. We're gonna see it in like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. It's gonna be a surprise. You're gonna wake up one morning and I'm just gonna
Probably.
share it, and you're just gonna see it. Like that's what's gonna happen. I've heard through the
Exactly.
grapevine it's gonna
Yeah.
be a week
Yeah.
and a half, 2 weeks, and the trailer's supposed to be like anywhere between 1 minute to 2 minutes long. That's what rumors on the street are.
Oh wow, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it's apparently
Cool.
ready, but yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna start
That's what I heard
seeing
is ready. Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna start seeing rumors and things go around about it. Give it like 2 or 3 days.
Oh
Um
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
and about Moon Knight season two, that is in the works. They're going to adapt. Alex said this like numerous times, but they're going to adapt like a crime, gritty crime story. You know what I mean? Between the three
Ooh.
personalities, Joe Locke,
That's
uh,
cool. Yeah.
Jake Lockley, is that his name?
Uh
And Mark Spector.
Mark Spector, yeah.
Joe,
And I think what was the other one?
Joe,
Yeah, what were you gonna
yeah,
say?
Joe Locke, Jake Lockley, and Mark Spector. I think that's their names because
Okay,
they're
wait,
gonna
wait, wait.
yeah,
Joe
and
Locke,
that's
doesn't he play um what's his face?
I
He was on
think.
that's the actor's name, right? He plays on Agatha, I think.
Oh wait,
Billy or
no, yeah,
whatever.
that's him, that's him. Yeah, yeah, sorry, but he's gonna be playing three personalities. I'm sorry, I misquoted.
Oh, Steven? Is one of them Steven, right?
Yeah, Steven. Yeah, yeah, his
Yeah,
name is
that's right.
Steven. Thank
That's
you.
right. Yeah, 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 yeah,
But that's
yeah.
gonna be after like Secret Wars. Like you gotta. That's why Doomsday is rushed because they
Yeah.
want what's coming later. Like if we have, as soon as
Exactly.
we have Ghost Rider, for example, introduced, like as soon as you see him on screen, you got to go with what happened on screen. As soon as you see him on screen, then you're like, okay, cool, it's canon. Like that's it, it's canon.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah.
that same energy and motion that hit when we saw Matt Murdock catch a brick and he was like, I'm a really good lawyer in No Way Home. You're like, okay, it's canon. Like you just you
Yeah.
accepted it.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's where
It's all
we need to let it happen, you know?
exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's all crazy stuff, man. Like I'm trying to think like okay, so I do want to real quick talk about and I have the hold on one second. I have the messages pulled up right now. And I want
Ooh,
your opinion as well, man. I
I love
have a
it.
text
I love
thread.
receipts. I love the receipts.
Dude, me too, man. Me too. I am before I talk fully to like tell y'all what's in the text message or like the Twitter message or whatever you call it. So I was and going back to what we were talking about James earlier, James Mackle, right? Is it Mackle? I think it's Mackle, right?
Yeah. What about him?
Okay. So I was scrolling through Twitter the other day, a couple of days ago, a couple of days ago or something like that. And you know how James posted the gifs of Daniel Cudmore's Colossus and uh is it Ben Foster's Angel, right? Which, by the
Yeah.
way, did not expect them to be back in Doomsday at all.
Uh-huh.
Like
Why not?
I am like, when he posted those two, like he posted a gif of Halle Berry's Storm, right? I expected that. I'm so hyped to see Halle Berry back as Storm. I'm excited about that. I am. I expected that. Daniel Cudmore and Ben Foster back as Angel and Colossus, dude. I did not expect that at all. I did not expect that, like, at all, dude. Like, seriously.
Okay, hold on. Do you want me to like
Like,
give you some I'm not gonna call it closure, but I'm gonna say some I'm gonna plant your feet on the ground right now because you're flying really high, right?
okay,
Okay.
yeah.
So to give you some more perspective, right? It has to make sense with who you're gonna see on screen. Okay. That's another thing. The
Okay.
variants that we're gonna see, it has to make sense who we're gonna see on screen. So we've
Right,
seen
right.
Angel before, and we've seen Colossus, and they have connections to Magneto. Like they have straight connections to Magneto, so it would make sense because we're gonna see the Brotherhood. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like, a comic accurate Quicksilver, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could so see that.
So, oh yeah, for sure. So Daniel Cudmore, just to get it out of the way, so I can talk. Okay, so just to get it out of the
Yeah, yeah,
way,
yeah.
Daniel Cudmore and Ben Foster are in the film.
From what I can tell and from what I can gather, like it's gonna be like a variant of them. So yes, I think it's yes. I believe so.
That's crazy, man. That dude, that's insane.
I strongly okay, so I'm a firm believer that it's gonna
Y'all
be
heard
like
it
a
here,
lot of
y'all. Y'all heard it here.
right. I believe it's gonna be a lot of nostalgia based, like driven. Like
Yeah,
actors don't need to have lines, but if they show up with the aura, like if we get like let's just say for example, we get, I don't know, uh damn, we can't have two Doctor Dooms on screen because that would be insane.
no,
But no, we can't because RIP. But I don't know, a variant of Black Panther. We got our Shuri Black Panther talking to a variant of another Black Panther. I think that's gonna happen.
I think James Mackle said something about Black Panther. Like, okay, James Mackle, I think, was teasing an Avengers team in this X-Men world that we're gonna see. I think, like, it's gonna be
Yep.
binary. Binary is gonna be a part of it. Black Panther, Ant-Man, which I think this version is gonna be Hank Pym, another Iron Man or something like that.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah. Something like that. It's gonna be we are gonna have variants of Iron Man, Captain America. We're gonna play around with it. We're gonna play around with it.
Yeah. Like I read something, and I don't know if it's true or not. If it is, dude, that apparently the Maker is going to be from that X-Men world as well.
Hmm. That's
I don't know if
news to
that's
me.
true or not,
I
but
I don't either. That's news to me.
yeah, I don't
That'd be a
know.
grand surprise. I try to keep
That would
myself
be
a little
really
bit.
cool.
I don't want to do too much digging. I don't want the scooper police to come
Exactly,
and get
exactly,
me
exactly,
because it's
exactly. Um,
oof.
yeah, no, I get you, man. I get you. I do want to read these messages off to y'all though. If y'all are, I know you said you love
Yeah.
receipts, man. If you love receipts, so. But what I was saying about what James Mackle has to do with this is, I was talking about Colossus and Angel. I was scrolling on Twitter the other day, and I came across again those two gifs that James Mackle posted. Right, it was the Colossus gif and the Angel gif, right? And
Yeah.
I saw a comment, and it's actually one of the videos I posted on my TikTok the other day, and it was this account called the Movie Nerd, and let me see if I can find the video I posted real quick so I can read it real quick. So I came across a comment by the Movie Nerd, and this is what he said. This was on, where's it at? Let's see. I'm looking at my phone. Oh, here it is. Okay. So he posted this on James Mackle's post when he posted the GIF of Angel, right? He said, the Movie Nerd said, what do you say? Oh, please tell me they're all coming back. I know a few surprise past actors are incoming. And he put parentheses punishment. And I was like, what? So I contacted him, I don't know, couple of days ago. I'm looking at the messages right now. So because I'm gonna read them if that's cool with y'all. I reached out to him, and it's taking a minute to load, but okay, here we go. So I said it was yesterday. I texted him earlier yesterday. I said, "Yo, man, do you know certain cameos that are in Doomsday? I saw your comment on one of James Mackle's posts and figured you knew something or some things about the film. And since you are a scooper man, and you know, obviously, I'm not a scooper. You know more than I do. Correct me and feel free to stop me during this and tell me if you have heard some of this stuff, if it's right, if it's wrong, because I do want to know. I do want to know." He said, "I've heard people they've reached out to, especially for Secret Wars, let's just say." He proceeds to send me 4 GIFs, right? First GIF he sends me is Thomas Jane's Punisher.
Okay.
I don't know if that's like I when he sent me that, I was like,
The Void.
oh,
Think about
wait.
think
Is,
about think about the Void. Think about the Void. A big
yeah,
portion of the
yeah, yeah,
movie
yeah,
is gonna
yeah,
take place on the Void.
yeah.
So it's possible. Let's
Dude,
see what
dude,
else.
this
What
is
else do we got? What else do we got? I'm gonna tell you if it makes sense to me. Not because I've
yeah,
been a
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah,
offline
for
lately,
sure.
but hit me with it. Hit
Yeah,
me
yeah,
with it.
yeah. He proceeds to send me a second GIF that I honestly have thought about. I've been like, oh, it would be cool if they did this, if they brought this person as this character back again. But at the same time, I was like, when I thought about it, I was like, oh, I don't think they're going to do this. I don't even think Marvel would think about this.
Hmm.
He sends me a GIF of Dolph Lundgren.
Hold on. You came in broken. Say that one more time, please.
He sent me a GIF. The second GIF, so the first GIF he sent me, right, was Thomas Jane's Punisher, right?
Right.
Second GIF he sent me, the second one, was Dolph
Okay.
Lundgren as Punisher again from the 90s. And I'm like, no way, dude. No,
Let
which
me
I still
guess.
haven't
Let me.
seen that
Oh,
film
yeah, yeah.
now. I
That's
have
the
to go
same.
watch it now.
That's the. Hold on, hold on. That's the same one that was in the Tobey Maguire universe, right?
I think I think Thomas Jane was, right? The 2004 one. I think wasn't that him? Maybe. Maybe something like that. Because I know what you're talking about. I know
Because
what you're talking about.
it's the one from Punisher Warzone. That's the one that's in the Tobey Maguire universe. I forget the name of the actor.
Oh, the rest in peace, by the way, Ray Stevenson, right? The Ray
Oh,
Stevenson
he's.
version, right?
Oh, I thought. Never mind. Damn, I forgot about that. That's what I
Yeah,
was
that's
thinking
the one
about.
from like 2009, 2000. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, Dolph
Yeah.
Lundgren, the one from the 90s or 80s. Yeah, so like apparently they're talking to Dolph. I'm like, oh, okay, wow. And then third GIF he sends me, right? He sent me, and I already knew about this was Nick Cage's Ghost Rider. He sent me that one, so I'm like, okay, figured. I already knew about that.
Mm-hmm.
Chad kind of, told the group chat about
Yep.
that, and rumors have been swirling lately, so I'm like, already knew about that.
Mm.
Fourth GIF he sends me, and I know we kind of talked about this the other day, yesterday or 2 days ago. Wesley Snipes' Blade. He
Yep.
sent me a GIF of Wesley Snipes' Blade, and I was like, dude, come on, come on. And he okay, so he also said Secret Wars will be Feige celebrating 30 plus years of Marvel films, right? And he said, that's what I've been told. And he said, oh, my friend, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's reason so much secrecy has surrounded it. And he said, and listen to this, man. And I
Oh
heard about
God.
this a while back. By the
Okay.
way, the fight that happened on set wasn't more than a tiff between David Harbour and Wyatt Russell. I heard about that. And when he said that, I
Yep.
was like, this guy knows some things. This guy that he knows things, man. He has people that are telling him things. Like he knows,
Yep.
and
He's
I'll tell you
that's
why I
very
trust him.
accurate. That's very accurate what
Okay,
he
so
said.
this guy knows some things in the movie nerd. He knows some things. Okay, so dude. Okay, so and I'll tell you in a bit why I trust this guy. Why
Okay.
a few reasons. So he said they're being targeted for Secret Wars. I'll also say another name, but it's only a rumor. He sends me a
Okay.
GIF of Eric Bana's Hulk. Dude,
Okay. That makes you want to know why that
from
makes a lot of
2003.
sense? You want me to tell you why that
Maestro?
makes sense? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard. Okay. So for what I've heard, the going through the grapevine, going like this is like doomsday spoiler territory. Do you want this?
Wait, you
Like
said
this is
just Doomsday?
yeah, it's gonna go into Secret Wars,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is pretty much Doomsday where it like
Let's hear it.
starts. Like
Let's hear it, man. Yeah,
all
let's
right,
hear it, man.
so apparently on Doomsday we're gonna get a version, obviously intro of Battle World. It's gonna be we're gonna have Maestro ruling over the Savage Lands or something like that, and that's why we're gonna get like this really medieval destruction looking um She-Hulk,
Okay.
Scar, and Hulk. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
And they're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
deal with the reign of Maestro. And then imagine having that version of the Hulk there, just like annihilating him. We get that version of the Hulk versus our MCU Hulk to get him back to his like savage form. But you have to think we have Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out right before that, which he will turn
That's right.
into that savage Hulk that went
Yes.
up against Fenrir. Say what you want about Thor, what is it, Ragnarok? But when Hulk
Oh,
grabbed
yeah.
Fenrir, that big dog by the jaws and like slammed him over, I was like, okay, okay. And then he fell to earth and was like, Thanos is coming.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Dude, oh my gosh. I cannot,
But
like,
yeah,
man.
that's why
I
a lot of
cannot
the
wait, dude.
actors and the surprise. So that's why they'll say like a movie's finished filming early, so people will get off of it and go on to something else and everything, and then they still have those
Exactly.
little effects.
Exactly.
So like the
Yeah.
visual
Yeah.
effects for the Hulk alone takes like 6 months to a year to perfect and get him to
Oh
that like
wow. Wow.
Edward Norton or level Hulk or something like that. This is like that's through the
Speaking of
grapevine
that,
of
finish
things
what
that
you're
I've heard.
saying, but then yeah, finish what you're saying, but then I have something to say about who you just mentioned. Um,
Oh no, I'm done. I'm done.
well, was that all you're gonna? Okay, gotcha, gotcha. So he goes on to say he proceeds to say rumor, but and he said this is a rumor, and back me up on this if this is correct, if this is what you've heard. But apparently, the Russo brothers want a scene of all the Hulks in one frame for a scene in Doomsday. But Edward Norton is being very, very distant on it. Still some riff of his time as Hulk.
Yeah. I can say that I've kind of heard the same thing through the grapevine of things.
Okay,
Not gonna
so
lie,
okay, this dude knows some things. Then okay, this dude, yep, he definitely knows some things. Then gotcha. Okay,
because there's
um,
still it's the same. It's listen, it's the same situation that Halle Berry kind of has with the whole Storm thing. She kind of wants more money or whatever she feels like she deserves or something, which
exactly.
is whatever.
Yep, yep,
But but
yeah,
also like it's all about the CGI. Like even though the actors sign on, they have to plan and then you have to
right,
be very quiet about it. You know what I mean? Because no one's really talking. Everyone's so
yeah,
focused on Brand New Day and the Hulk that we're gonna get there with the Punisher and all that stuff. Because Doomsday is done
exactly.
filming, quote unquote, and then watch in about a
Yeah,
week or
yeah,
two. We're
yeah,
gonna get this random news and random information about so and so popped up, and they rumored to possibly make a cameo in Secret Wars when in reality it was for Doomsday. Like that's how crazy it's
right,
gonna
right.
get convoluted, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta ask though, is Halle Berry in Doomsday? Is she in Doomsday?
I mean her contract's still being worked out. There hasn't been any updates as far as her contract being signed or her saying yes.
Gotcha, gotcha,
She's supposed to be, that's the
gotcha,
plan.
gotcha.
There's always a plan in motion. But sometimes it can be about the deal or it can be about
Right,
the
right.
writers. Sometimes a character can look
Yeah,
awesome, but the writers
yeah,
make the character bad, you know?
yeah,
So we
yeah,
have to
yeah,
wait
yeah.
and see. We
Same
still
with
we still
the
got time. We still got time.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. What about I just want to ask about this one because it's on my mind just real quick, and then I'll get back to this. Famke Janssen is Jean Grey. Is she in it?
I've heard
I know
Jean
you said
Grey versus.
contracts are still
I
being worked.
listen. I heard Jean Grey versus Wanda. That's what I've heard. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to this before I go nuts, dude. This is insane. This is
yeah. I mean,
crazy,
it's
man. This is
amazing.
crazy.
It's
Okay,
awesome.
dude, I know. Like, this is all. I'm just like, I don't even, dude. It's crazy, man. Um, so what I was saying earlier, getting back to this, the reason I trust this guy is because, and I know Sonic is not Marvel. I know it's not, but this is what he had to say. He said, but on Twitter, I did mention several months prior to Sonic 2 that Shadow was in Sonic 2. He was in the post credit scene. He was. And he said in Sonic 3, the post credit scene was Metal, Sonic, and Amy. They were in the post credit scene. So this guy knows somebody, you know what I mean?
I
Or
have
people,
to,
you know what I mean?
you know what,
So
when we get off of here, send me a picture, like a screenshot of his like
yeah.
username and account or something, because I think I remember seeing
Yeah,
him
yeah, yeah,
post
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
If I see his picture and his username, I can be like, yeah, I have a very photogenic memory, so I can see that.
Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, yeah, yeah, for sure, dude, for sure. Um, and I
Oh
asked him
shit.
if they've been talking to Norton, Edward Norton, and Eric Bana, and he said both.
In the talks, man, in the talks.
So yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. So I was like, oh shoot, dude.
Listen,
I was
listen,
like,
listen.
oh no, man.
If Wesley Snipes came back, why
Uh
not
huh.
anybody?
Oh, for sure, dude. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I bringing back Wesley Snipes' Blade was the craziest thing they've ever done. That was the craziest thing they've ever done. Like I remember I was sitting in the theater and when he showed up, I went nuts, dude. I went crazy, man, because I was like, holy crap. Holy crap. They actually brought Wesley Snipes' freaking Blade back. And I remember, so when was Deadpool Wolverine? That was July 2024, so last year technically, right? So I
Yeah.
remember a couple months before Deadpool Wolverine, before I watched it, it was December 2023, right? I don't know if you know the scooper. I don't think he does scoops anymore. I still follow him on Twitter. I do. Casey Walsh, I think is his name. You know Casey
Oh
Walsh,
yeah,
right?
bro. I know. I see it
I
all.
don't I don't
I'm
think
like a ninja.
yeah. Yeah. I don't think he does I don't know if he does scoops anymore, but I remember back in December 2023 before Deadpool Wolverine, right? I kind of reached out to him in a way, sort of, and he basically told me that they were getting him back. They were getting what? So I was kind of told Wesley was in the film, and then he shows
Hmm.
up, and I'm like, it's still, even though I was told, it's still the shock
Let
value of it.
me
You know what I mean? I'm like,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So
yeah,
you
go ahead,
think that
go ahead.
when if you had the option to sign a multi, like let's say $1 million contract for a long
Yeah,
period of
yeah,
time to make set cameos in like a movie franchise, don't you think you
yeah,
would take it for more than one cameo? Even if you get like KIA'd and off screen or something like that,
oh
I
yeah,
would want to
yeah.
show up in like one or two more movies instead of just
Oh,
one. Because
absolutely, absolutely, dude. I
the
mean, yeah,
reason why, listen, the reason why Wesley Snipes makes sense coming back is because he was already in the void. Like he didn't die. X-23 is there, Wesley Snipes is there, Elektra's there. It makes sense for them to come
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. No, it's yeah. I mean, man, yeah, it's interesting when you think about it like that. I mean, this is all interesting. This is all like this is awesome, man. This is fun. This has been fun so far. We've been going for almost exactly an hour, dude. This is like a blast, man. I'm having fun.
Oh, I love
Um,
look, man, I love talking Marvel. I love, sitting here just chatting and everything, and
me too.
we could go for a while, man.
Oh, dude, heck yeah, man. So yeah, so I asked him if they've been talking to Bana and Norton or Bana and Norton. He said both, and I with the question mark said Ferrigno, Lou Ferrigno, and he said Ferrigno maybe, but his health may de-age or VO. I don't know what VO means, but I don't know. Are they talking to Ferrigno as well?
Well, Lou Ferrigno, okay, funny story. My wife met Lou Ferrigno. So
Okay. Oh,
funny
cool,
thing
cool,
with
cool.
yeah, crazy thing with that. But him, he's not as young as he used to be. So I mean, we could as like maybe it's gonna be similar
He's in his 70s,
to
so yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be similar to when we see. Have you ever watched the CW like that, like the Arrowverse?
I watched a little bit like the Flash and all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I watched the Flash.
Oh
Yeah,
my
not
gosh,
all the seasons, but yeah.
Okay, so I watched it all. I have it on DVD right next to me. But
Gotcha. Oh, okay,
that
gotcha.
the Arrowverse is like a tiny glimpse into what we're gonna get in Doomsday. I'm a strong believer that if you've watched the Arrowverse,
Ooh.
like the Flash and how they set up things, and then when you get to Crisis on Infinite Earths, because they go
Yeah,
through
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like every show before like that came out. So let's just say I don't know. There's this show I didn't even know about this hidden gem. It's called Birds of Prey. It's really really shitty because it came out in the early 2000s. We're talking like Madam Web level shitty.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
excuse my French. But
yeah. Yeah.
that like they go you okay, so when the earth started, okay, so basically all right, I have to basically tell you because this is the imagine this on the Doctor Doom side. This is basically what you're going to get in Doomsday, okay? Everyone understands. So just bear with me in the CW verse, and anybody that's watching and that's watched it, you're gonna be like, "Oh snap, he's right." In the CW verse, it starts with the Flash when he does Flashpoint. Okay, when the Flash does Flashpoint, he
Uh-huh.
messes with time so much and goes back and does things. The reason why Flashpoint is important is because during Flashpoint, Barry Allen, a whole bunch of times, decides he tries to save his mom and he learns that he's not supposed to save his mom because if he does, it messes with the fabric of reality and it messes with timelines. So after
Exactly.
that whole right,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
after that whole after that whole venture, it's like what's next? So then from there, there's this you find out that there's this cosmic wave that's coming and literally annihilating all of realities. It's like parentheses with an S. It's
Mhm.
destroying everything. It's taking out every single universe
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So it starts off in all these. It takes place over four different shows. I think it starts with Batwoman, and then she starts to see like hear like frequencies or something like that. She goes to Central City, meets up with Barry Allen, and but Oliver Queen has already like gone. He's already bitten the dust and everything like that, right? No, he's about to.
Mhm.
He's about to.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
dies in the first episode because they have this big giant climactic battle. You see these big giant like demon things coming and fighting. And, everyone's there. You got the Atom. You got Supergirl. You got Supergirl's people that are with her. Martian Manhunter. You got the Flash. You got his daughter. And all that stuff. So they're fighting. They go through a portal or something. Oliver Queen passes. He's gone. He becomes this being called the Spectre. Now, the Spectre is on a
Okay.
cosmic level similar to the Watcher. See why the name is kind of similar? The Spectre, the
Oh,
Watcher.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So okay. So he
Okay.
disappears out of no.
Gotcha.
So long story short, without spoiling too much, there are these things in the CW Arrowverse and in the DC universe called paragons. Paragons are representations of different, let's just say, frequencies of emotion. One is love, one is trust, one is fear, one is I don't know hope, things like that. And they in each universe or throughout the different multiverse in the Arrowverse they're spread across different realities and stuff, okay? Or they're all on the same earth, but
Mhm.
there's only one of each one. So there's the paragon of love. You find out that that's Barry Allen, the selfless sacrifice consistently through the timeline, him loving,
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
save his mom, Iris, right? Oliver Queen became the Spectre, the one that watches, and he tells Barry, "You have a grand purpose." Supergirl is the paragon of trust or something like that, or hope, and she like loses her hope. Batwoman is a paragon of like darkness or something. I don't know, but either way, they all come together. And long story short, you find out that there was this guy. He's called the Monitor, and he tapped into the dark multiverse. So the Anti-Monitor comes from the dark multiverse to use his
Okay.
Anti-Monitor wave to annihilate reality. So when they're coming to the climactic finish, the big battle at the end, Barry Allen talks to the Spectre, and the Spectre's like, "You're the paragon of love with selfless hope. I'm going to sacrifice myself to give you the opportunity to make one new universe, one new world, no more multiverse." And he
Man.
does it, and they're sitting in this crater at the end, like this space at the end of time or reality or something after the battle's done, and they're staring at this sphere,
Mhm.
and it looks like a brand new Earth, universe, multiverse. It just looks really, really cool. And then they're like ready to go, but everybody from that universe that fought there, they remember and know everything, but everybody else is just like a snap of a finger, the Thanos
Yeah.
snap. That's the formula that we're gonna get when it comes to Doomsday, and it is so beautiful you know?
Man. Wow. Dang, man. That's crazy. That's wild. That's I need these movies now. I need both these movies now, man. I do. Like
Yeah, man,
oh
yeah.
man, I'm
I
so
could
hyped,
read to
dude. I'm
you
so
I could
hyped. I'm
read
telling you.
dude, I could read to you what someone sent me. It's this like crazy hypothetical script for Avengers Doomsday. I've had it for a minute, but I mean,
Is it real?
I don't know. That's why. I'll talk to you about it offline, but I just want everyone to know that I get things too, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No,
Yeah,
yo,
I
not that I
definitely.
would. What's that?
No, what were you gonna say? You finish what you're gonna say.
Okay, look. So I every time I go to a Marvel movie, I'm dressed in my Deadpool costume, and right before I go into the movie, I tell my homies that I
Damn.
go with, I'm making this thing called the Las Vegas Avengers. Okay, and guess what? I'm Deadpool. Anyway, um, so I told my homie, I was like, this is what's gonna happen in the new Avengers. Okay, everything I said happened. Everything.
Okay.
And then I told my other homie got a premiere to the Fantastic Four, like out here in Vegas, like going to
Oh,
AMC for
cool, cool,
free,
cool.
one of those promos,
Yeah,
yeah. And I was like, bro, before you go into that movie, here's what's gonna happen. I was like, are you ready? I don't want to spoil it. He's like, no, tell me. So I was like, okay. I told him everything in the movie, minus like the planet getting destroyed because that was obviously wrong. But everything, I was like
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
98% correct. And he was like, dude, how did you know? That's what he said. He asked me, how'd you know? I was like, dude, trust the process, man. Just trust the
Exactly, exactly.
process.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's wild. Um, yeah, dang, dude. Man, all of this is like again, y'all heard it here, y'all heard it here. So, man, that's like real quick though. I do want to just real quick. I do want to finish. Like, I still have, and he sent me
Oh,
more
there's still
today.
more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're just talking. I'm sorry.
No, 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 dude, you're good. You're good. Like the thing I love is that it's kind of like the different things he sent me. It's kind of like different talking points that we can like dive deeper into. You know what I mean? Which I think is
I
cool. I
love
think it's
it.
cool. So, dude, it's
Okay.
great, man. It's great. Um, so yeah, I asked him about Ferrigno and stuff, and he said maybe, but he's his health and all that, and the DH and all that. But then I asked him this. Or no, did I ask him this or did he send me this? So okay, so I didn't ask him about this, but he said Ben Affleck passed on Deadpool and Wolverine. Secret Wars, however, dot dot dot. And I asked him, I was like, they've been talking to him? He said, yep.
Hmm, interesting.
So
But
I don't
that's
know if Ben
crazy because
Affleck.
that's that. I don't know because remember, if Ben Affleck and that a version of Elektra are in the same universe, and she said on screen that he like bit the dust.
Yeah,
How,
yeah.
unless it's a
It's
variant,
got
but
to be
that
a
would that would
variant then. It has to, unless same with
it.
Thomas Jane's Punisher, right? Same with Thomas Jane's Punisher, because they mentioned him in Deadpool and Wolverine. They said Gambit, Channing Tatum said he died as well because the Russian from Thomas Jane's Punisher 2004 was in the Void. She helped. You know what I mean? You remember that Cassandra
Oh yeah,
Nova's team?
yep,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Russian was in there. And I honestly, it could go either way, go two ways. I think it'll obviously probably be a variant of Thomas Jane and Ben Affleck's Punisher and Daredevil, or they ended up not dying and they just went into hiding in the void. You know what I mean? Like it could be that. It definitely could be that.
How?
But I don't know. I
Oh, well,
mean,
yeah. I mean, anything is possible.
well, that's the thing. Well, actually, you know what? Gambit says something about Cassandra Nova killing him, though. That's the thing. Maybe she killed him like when they weren't watching and she didn't actually kill him or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Ben
Last
Affleck, I
thing
mean,
the Watcher comes to Secret Wars.
yeah, yeah, like so they talked to him and he like turned down Deadpool Wolverine. Like that actually
Yeah.
happened?
Apparently.
Oh wow, they actually talked to him. Wow, okay. Dang. Um he turned it down. That's crazy, man. So he proceeds to say full Guardians of the Galaxy roster of the past may be a no-go for Batista and Gillen though.
Bautista and Dylan. Yeah. I heard that Guardians will return, make a cameo, including Star Lord. By the
Okay.
way, Peter Quill. Despite
Okay.
like how
Yeah,
people
yeah,
feel
yeah.
and stuff like that, I heard that for sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So, but I
Gotcha.
think we're gonna
Gotcha.
get a version. We're gonna get a new version of the Guardians for sure. I just don't know if it's gonna be in Doomsday, but it is gonna
Sadly.
most likely happen in Secret
Yeah.
Wars. You know.
Yeah. Um I okay, so the next part of this is I asked him about three people, and one of them we mentioned or we talked about earlier. And one of them we kind of okay. So I asked him about Sean Ashmore coming back as Iceman, Anna Paquin coming back as Rogue, and Famke Janssen coming back as Jean Grey. He said Famke Janssen is possible, Anna Paquin is a question mark, and Sean Ashmore, yes. And I've heard Iceman is in the film. Sean Ashmore.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing, but I don't know.
Go,
I
man.
think
Let's
it's
go
gonna.
with
I
it.
think it's gonna. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen because what is it? It has again. It has to make sense. We were gonna see it on screen. It has to make sense. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it'll probably, and I know Anna Paquin has that like trouble with her leg or something like that. I don't exactly know what it's called, but something. I think Chad talked about it, and someone else said something about it the other day as well. So I don't know, but James Mackle, I think James said something like there was like a post he made on Twitter about Rogue being in it or something like that, and someone
Yeah, he
commented and he
did.
said, "I didn't." Yeah, he didn't say. He told the person he was like, I didn't say it was Anna Paquin, but I said Rogue was in it, and I heard something about Jessica Biel playing
I
Rogue in
heard
it, and
about.
I'm like,
Yeah, that was a rumor from a while ago. I think if they get Rogue back, it's gonna
yeah,
be
I
the
was
one that we
like,
know. So
you're
I
talking
don't.
about like Anna Paquin.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
possible. I mean, if they got Daniel Cudmore back and Ben Foster, then you know what I mean. Like
That
it's just man, this is all. Um, and then let's see. Oh yeah, there's a bigger part to this as well. So I'll start with this one, and then I'll talk about this one in a minute. So I asked him if Ion Grufford, Jessica Alba, Michael Chiklis. Okay, there we go. It kind of okay. My internet's kind of but I
yeah, mine
asked him
too.
if
Hold
Ion
on, I
Grufford,
gotta
Jessica
turn this off.
Alba, Miles Teller, and yeah, you're good. And Michael Chiklis were all coming back, and he said for all four of them, I've heard they are incoming.
Again, that's where those rewrites come in, right? Not rewrites. That's where those
Yeah,
post credit
yeah,
like things come in. The cameos, like you don't really need to have them say anything. You could like have them
yeah.
record their scenes and CGI them in. You know?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. Um, and then he proceeds to tell me this, and he's not talking about what I think he's talking about. And I want
Oh, great.
and I want your opinion on this as well. First franchise I thought about. Okay, I'm just gonna read it real quick. He says there is one scene that is heavily rumored, but it's up in the air due to legal rights. But if it happens, the fans will literally bring the house down. He says, I'll need more information before saying, not the Council of Reeds. Only clue I'll divulge is it'll help another franchise. He's not talking about DC, is he?
I don't know. It could be. It could be because Marvel and DC have been dropping a lot of little crossover hint comic books, so they do that. It's
They're
possible.
bringing DC into Secret Wars? There's no way, dude.
They might. I don't
That's
know
that's
that. I
I know, I know. I'm saying that's like not even multiverse anymore. That's omniverse, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's omniverse. Multiverse is big, but omniverse is like the first franchise
insane.
I thought of was I know, like, and he said legal rights, and I'm like, and the first franchise I thought of was Spider Verse animated, right? But then I thought
Yeah.
about DC, and I'm like, which Sony legal rights there as well for Sony,
I
you know what I mean?
think I
But
think the Spider-Verse might be it be actually you might be better on that one because what was I gonna say? Remember recently right now they're talking about getting the rights back for Spider-Man and that just kind of popped up out of nowhere and then you got that little tidbit of things.
yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe
yeah, yeah,
who
yeah, yeah.
knows?
Yeah. And I know Chad, one of his latest videos on his YouTube channel, he was saying that someone reached out to him, and he's not sure who, but one of the characters from Across the Spider Verse is in Doomsday. So I'm like,
I
I
said
thought they were going to
listen,
say that for Secret Wars, but
I have I have a theory about Miles Morales coming into the main MCU 616 continuity like
all
they
right.
did it in the animated
Mhm.
series, you know?
Let's hear it, dude. Let's hear it.
Oh, did you hear me?
If you know. What'd you say?
I was saying, like, I have a theory where I was saying that at the end of Beyond the Spider-Verse, that Miles Morales is gonna jump from the animated universe into the 616 main continuity.
Probably. I think that's because the thing is, if someone someone reached out to Chad, you know what I mean? And Chad said in his video that again, he doesn't know who, but one of the characters from Across the Spider-Verse is in Doomsday. And that got me thinking, and I really I sat down and thought about it. I was like, wait, so does that mean Beyond the Spider-Verse takes place before Doomsday?
Yeah.
Because like you know what I mean? Like that
Look,
makes the
look, look,
most
look,
sense. Like
look, check this out. Check this out. Little fun fact for you. If you go and look at Spider-Man across the no,
okay.
yeah, across the Spider-Verse, when you're looking at them, looking at those little
Mhm.
portals in it, portals, like in those web portals, you can
Yeah,
see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. You can see every different iteration of Spider-Man there, right? And it also
exactly.
connects
Yeah.
if you take the branches that Miguel was like showing Miles about the
It
web
goes
of the
up. Yeah.
multiverse. Yeah, it
Uh-huh.
goes up, but
It's the
you can
sacred.
put that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the sacred tree and the sacred timeline, and then the Watcher's watching that as well.
exactly.
It's part of it.
Yeah,
And then because we see Toby Maguire and Andrew Garfield, the events there, those are canon to the MCU as well. And Miguel
exactly.
mentions
Yep.
the MCU as well. So it might be Sony.
He does.
And
Yeah. Uh-huh.
if they canonize Sony, then we just have to take all of the events, even though they sucked, with like Madam Web, Craven, Morbius, Rhino, and
Yeah.
just put them all on one place. Like
Yeah.
you already have their origin, people know them whether you like them or not, but you could just use the
Exactly.
characters.
Exactly.
That's what I
Yeah.
think they're gonna
Yeah.
do.
No, that seems like the most likely, option. But now with DC, I don't think that like I don't because the thing is like I don't know. It cannot be DC, dude. That would be insane if they did like that. Would bring the house down. I feel like, but um, man, that's insane. But okay, so the stuff he sent me today, and I asked a few more questions as well. He said, "Here's something for you. Josh Brolin is in Doomsday and Secret Wars, King Thanos, and reenacting that iconic Doom Thanos moment. We're
Yeah,
actually like that's insane, dude. That's crazy. We're
I've
actually getting
that's
that. Like
that's
again, the
been
Russo brothers know what
yeah.
we want.
Yeah, I can say that
Yeah,
that's most likely true.
that.
I've heard that same thing, but that was like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Oh yeah,
Secret
yeah,
Wars, especially. Secret Wars, especially.
yeah. And so let's see. So I asked him, or I told him to, or talked to him about it. I was like, so I know Toby and Andrew are coming back, and I said Toby for Doomsday and Secret Wars both, I think, and he said Toby both, Andrew Secret Wars. So Andrew's not in Doomsday then, huh?
No, he's not in Doomsday. Andrew Garfield is not in Doomsday. Tobey Maguire, yes.
Okay,
Andrew Garfield, no.
so yeah, Toby in Doomsday and Secret Wars, and then Andrew just in Secret Wars. Okay, so why not Andrew in Doomsday? Are they just like, is there like a certain reason, or is it
Because who's the one that stopped Tom Holland from getting rid of the Green Goblin in No Way Home?
Toby? Toby,
There you
yeah.
go. So who's
Wait,
the one that
but
would be the perfect like mentor type leader figure? Because in Secret Wars, the I've
Toby,
heard that though, yeah,
yeah.
the I've heard that the leaders of the Secret Avengers is going to be like Wolverine and it's going to be Tobey Maguire, and it makes sense to me. I would like to see that.
Crazy, man. That's insane, man. And then I asked him about Wesley Snipes as well because got to see my goat back, dude. And he said at the moment, and this is what he told me: Secret Wars. That's like I asked him if he was in Doomsday and Secret Wars or both, and he said at the moment, Secret Wars. That's the whispers I've heard. So probably no Wesley Snipes in Doomsday. Then I'm guessing, but things could change.
Right.
But
Exactly.
yeah, um,
Things could change.
yeah, yeah, things can change. And so that's all the Marvel stuff so far. I do want to talk about two more things though that he randomly sprung upon me, like just randomly told me about that I didn't even ask about. And some of these things I'm like, holy crap, dude, really? Like I didn't know about this. So first thing that he told me about was, let me see if I can find it. Okay, so it has to do with DC, right? It has to do with DC. And not DC coming up, but DC in the past, things that happened, right? This is what he told me. And when he told me, I was like, whoa. So I can also say off topic that The Flash did have a scene with Henry Cavill and on set. And Michael Keaton lived. He lived at the end of The Flash, was filmed and then canned. Also, Zack Snyder didn't leave. He was basically driven out. Another piece of info is that Zack Snyder was on the short list of directors for the Eternals.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about Zack Snyder for the Eternals a while ago.
Did not know anything about that, dude. Anything about that. I was like, what? That's insane, man.
Yeah, that's I think that's true. A lot of the things he's saying, because I heard stuff about that a while ago. Damn, that's
and
like old news.
then he proceeds to tell me about this. I know, man. Like I was like, this dude's taking it way back. I was like, man, he's giving me old information. But he said, and I've been really excited for this movie, and I'm a Ninja Turtles fan. Big Ninja Turtles fan, I am. And I've been really worried about this film, but I'm glad that it's still supposedly in the works. It's The Last Ronin, the R-rated live action, movie based off the graphic novel. He said that The Last Ronin directors include James Wan, which I heard about a while back, Chad Stahelski, and Zack Snyder.
Huh. Damn.
Like James Wan. Yeah, James Wan I heard about. Zack Snyder. That's gonna be a gritty film. That's gonna be R-rated, man. Like, that's interesting. And so I asked, I was like, for the live action R-rated film, the one that we all know that we're getting, he said, and I feel like I heard about this as well. R-rated, rumors are they are using men in suits to be in line with the original 1990s film. Heard about that. So, dude, this dude knows somebody. He knows somebody in Hollywood. He does. I'm telling you. This isn't some just random guy. You know what I mean? And I said, wait, all three of them are directing it, or are they choosing between the three? He said, several directors. These are among them. And I said, is it going to be, and I heard about this a while back as well. I did hear about this. He said, or I asked, is it going to be a sequel to those films, the original 90s trilogy, right? Or is it going to be a different universe continuity? He said, at the moment, they want it to be a sequel as they really want the original April actress to reprise her role.
Wow.
That's crazy. And I said, he hasn't replied yet. I'm still on sent. But I asked him when it was coming out, but dude, this guy,
if you don't mind me asking, where you? Yeah, you told me. Never mind, I forgot. Sorry.
About no, you're good. What were you saying?
No, I was asking where you're based out of, but I answered my own question. Like the state you're in.
Oh, gotcha. Texas. What about you?
Yeah. I'm in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, gotcha. That's right. You mentioned it earlier. Yeah, this guy, man. I mean, so I don't know. I'll send you a screenshot of his profile after we're done live, and I want your opinion because I know you said that you said you possibly have seen his profile around or something like that, but
yeah,
I think he knows some things, man. Like I think this guy. He knows somebody in Hollywood, dude, because if you're agreeing with, like, you've agreed with some of the stuff I read you that he sent me, right? Some of the stuff he sent me. And he's talking about stuff that I heard a while back that I have heard, like them for The Last Ronin using actual men in suits, right? And it possibly being a sequel to that 90s trilogy, and Nick Cage's Ghost Rider, which Chad basically said he's in it, and Toby in Doomsday. Yeah. This guy knows some people. He definitely, I think he knows some people.
I would say so too.
That's great. And the thing is too, and again, I'll send you after the live stream. Again, I'll send you the picture of his profile. You would think, looking at his profile, his main page on Twitter, he's just some random account. Like, it looks like that, right?
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I don't know. All this to say is that I am just talking about Marvel now. Very excited, dude. Very, very excited. And I will say this. I think if you're a Marvel fan and you're skeptical, I think you should be excited. I think you should put your worries aside. You know what I mean? I think the Russo brothers, I think they know what they're doing. I think they're cooking, and I'm very excited, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because then we got after that we got
Dude.
Secret Wars, and you know that that's going to be
Oh
good.
yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, for sure, man. Like it's crazy that like I remember it's one of those funny things where I remember when me and my sister were younger, right? So that was at a time when you had the MCU, right? And you had other Marvel universes, right? And the multiverse wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing, right? You had the MCU, you had the Fox X-Men, which is its own different universe, right? You had Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, you had all Deadpool, Andrew's Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, all that, right? And I remember it wasn't necessarily like an argument or anything like that, but I was trying to explain to my sister, I was trying to explain to her, I was like, look, yes, these are all Marvel, right? But they don't connect. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Fox, X-Men, and the MCU are Marvel, but they don't connect. And it's one of those things that's funny. My sister, my sister technically called it, man, because now we're in the multiverse, right? And now everything's canon, everything's connecting. You know what I mean? And it's
Oh
just
yeah,
it's wild. And some of the theories that I've heard Josh Den of Nerds talk about on his lives, you know, like the Prime universe and all that, you know, where apparently all these like He Who Remains, after the multiversal war, that theory is nuts, man. About the Prime universe, man.
yeah,
That
I've
universe,
heard it.
that theory is crazy. Like
Yeah,
the Prime universe, where like the memories erased and stuff, like echoes of memories, like
yeah, through when they're
that's wild.
sleeping and everything, where Kang Wan and all this stuff, right?
Oh, they're
So much.
sleeping. Oh, okay. See, that's wild. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, something about that. It's something along those lines because he brought that up because he was talking about dream walking and Doctor Strange, like because of the variants and they're experiencing each other's
Oh,
things when they fall asleep.
yeah.
That's what he was talking about.
Oh, like in Multiverse of Madness, where Doctor Strange has the dream.
Exactly that concept.
Oh, so that's like, so
That's what he was getting at.
he's having, yeah, like the echoes of memories of like their past self from the Prime
Yeah,
universe and all that.
yeah. Yeah,
Dude, if we get
exactly
that,
that.
that's insane. That is so meta. That is so
Oh
meta,
yeah.
dude. Like
I
that's
want to
in,
see. I want to see
I
what they're.
love that concept.
It's cool. I want to see what they're gonna
Dude,
do with the observational plane. Like I want to see what they're gonna do with that.
me too. Me too. Me too. Hopefully, we see the Watcher. I think we'll see Owatu. I think we'll see him. I definitely think. It would be really cool because that's the other thing as well. Like in What If season 3,
Oh,
one of
so
the Watchers
did you watch
one of
What
them was
If?
talking about. Yeah, I watched all 3 seasons. Yeah, all three they were fine. They were okay. You know what I mean? Like I think I don't
You
know.
watch them to
It could have been better in
understand.
my opinion, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I remember
Yeah.
in
So what
season
were you
3,
saying?
one of the Watchers in season 3 was talking about how he knew a Reed Richards. He met a Reed Richards, and Alex Perez was alluding to that being Ion Gruffin, is his iteration of Reed. I don't know if
Oh,
that. I
really?
don't know if Marvel's going anywhere with that or not,
I don't
but
know. I can't tell you. I don't know either. But what I can tell you is that the
yeah,
Watchers for Secret Wars, 100%.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And I remember Alex too. Alex Perez was alluding to. He posted something on Twitter like a long time ago, around Deadpool and Wolverine, that era. That apparently like Jessica Alba, Sue Storm, Alan Gruffin's Reed, and then Michael Chiklis' Thing. They were in the Void as well. So apparently they're in the Void, which I wouldn't be shocked. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, the Void
yeah,
is the
it's
only
all
place in. Yeah, the Void is the only place in the multiverse that can't be touched by the end of
yeah,
reality.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
possible.
It's all just interesting stuff, man. It's all so meta, and it's crazy that like man. And I heard a rumor as well that, and it was a big rumor, not that long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, that like Doomsday is going to pick up right where in game left off or something like that. I don't know.
Hmm. That came from me, by the way. I
So
have the
how are they?
timestamp.
Oh, oh, that came. Okay, okay. So
Everything I
how are they
post,
doing
listen
that?
to
So
me.
that came from you then. Okay, that's
Everybody,
cool, man. Cool.
let me tell you two things. One, when I posted that, people were bashing me and saying that I was making stuff up. And even though on the post I wrote, this got DM'd to me. This was not from me. Somebody just sent me this.
Oh, shit.
And
Oh, dang.
yeah, and then
Wow.
I got a lot of
Whoa.
heat. Yeah, I got a lot of heat because people were just sharing their information. They wanted me to check it out because that's what they do. So I was like, okay, cool, why
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
And
yeah,
then it turned into a whole
yeah,
mess of everything. That's like what happened. So,
yeah.
but
So
yeah. So basically, they're gonna like rewrite in a sense or reset. The things
okay,
with Steve
which is
Rogers,
good. That's good. I feel
and it
like
makes
that's good.
sense. I dropped.
Very
I
good stuff.
made. Did you watch my video on my YouTube channel about timeline Steve Rogers causing an incursion and everything?
Which one was that? I don't know. Let me see. Because I subscribed to you. I've just yeah, I cannot talk my yeah.
Yeah,
Talking too
it's so
fast. I'm
good.
subscribed to the channel, but
Oh, appreciate you.
um let me yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the same day like you reached out, man, when you reached out to each other. There might have been the day after though. I subscribed, but if not, I'll definitely check it out. But yeah, but so that begs the question, man. That begs the question. Are they so did the events of No Way Home not happen? Or are they just going to keep canon what people loved and keep the stuff that was not received well not be canon? Like what? How are they doing that,
I
man?
don't
Like what?
I don't know. That's the crazy part. You got to think about the elements we have them playing with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It depends on the
exactly.
route
Like
they go.
Deadpool Wolverine was yeah, like No Way Home was received well. You know what I mean? Deadpool Wolverine was. Ironheart wasn't received well. Secret Invasion wasn't received well. Miss Marvel was for the most part. She Hulk wasn't. Like you got to sit back and think and be like, okay, what are they? That's so interesting, man. That's so interesting that they're doing that, and I like that. I like that they're doing it right after Endgame. I think that's really cool, man. I think that's so meta that they're doing that. That's really, man, that's interesting. Man, that's so cool, man. That's cool. Man, what are some other questions I have? I have so many, you know what I mean? But
Uh-huh.
um there's so many I could ask, but just man.
Hey man, if
Um
you have questions about like before too, like I can make it make sense too,
dude, throw some at me, man. Throw some at me, whatever's on your
Throw
brain, man.
s- throw some I'm always thinking about stuff. I can't just
Dude,
throw it
dude.
at you.
Like you're talking about like old Marvel like years ago?
No, I mean just anything you want to know.
Like in the Hollywood like movie industry and stuff?
No, 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 just obviously as far as like Marvel goes.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dang, man. I mean, so okay, here we go. Here's one. Scoops Russ. What about him? What's up with him?
Oh, he's a hit or miss. He's a I
So
wouldn't like lean too much into him.
yeah, so he's like sometimes reliable, sometimes not reliable. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
what you're saying.
yeah,
Okay.
honestly.
So he is like he is adamant that, and I'm gonna butcher his name. He was casted in Brand New Day. Um, what's his face? He was in New Mission Possible. Severance. You know what I'm talking about. Tremel
Uh
is that his name? Right, Tremel.
Ramel,
So
I think so.
apparently, him, Scoops Russ, Chad, and Josh, I think all heard that he's playing Kang. I don't know how true that is though.
I don't know because I heard that Kang isn't supposed to come back, but I could be
I know
crazy.
that's what I'm hearing too. I'm hearing that he's not supposed to come back, but then Scoops Russ is saying that he is playing Kang, and that I guess that means that Kang is going to be in Brand New Day. Like,
Yeah, that remember another account. Okay, so another Marvel account said that too, and they quoted the wrong person or they quoted somebody or something like that, and then
yeah,
yeah, it
who is
turned
that?
into a
Who is
whole
that?
thing. It was the Marvel updates account. He's the homie. He's cool. I've talked to him, but I mean, I don't know how true that was. I don't
Oh,
believe it. Yeah.
okay, gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha.
He's
Okay.
he's he's
And
a
then you
cool he's a
have
cool
like
person.
you said Marvel updates. I think I've seen it. I might even follow his account. Is Marvel updates? He's reliable as well.
He's just the same situation that Scoops are us. Same thing. Same thing. You got to think though. Like
Gotcha.
I'm
Okay.
coming
Okay.
on here and I'll talk to you. Like I could call Chad right now. Like I have his number. He's cool, dude. I could call him and we could like
Yeah.
if we can sit down and have
Yeah.
a
Yeah. Yeah.
conversation with you, and then we're sharing things like this. We're probably pretty reliable, or at least we're gonna admit when we're wrong.
Oh, yeah. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Same with what's up with Majestic, dude? Like what
He blocked me.
that account? I don't even know.
He he
Did he
he
really?
blocked me. Yes,
I feel like
he
I saw
asked
something
me.
about that.
Yeah, because I shared it. He freaking I was talking with him one day and he asked me, I was like, hey, he goes, oh, let's help grow our accounts. Let's like work together, XYZ. I said, okay, cool, no
I think I
problem. I'm
saw
all
something
up.
about that. I think I did.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm all about it. And the next thing you know, like he asks me, hey, do you know James Mackle? Yeah, he's a cool guy. I talked to him. Why? He's doing just like he's doing what we're all doing.
Yep.
I support him. Not that I don't have any malice, no hate. He's like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah. He goes, how about Chad Ryan? I was like, yeah, he's the homie from the Geeky Cast. I follow him too, and we talk all the time. Like,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
the problem? And then he just stopped talking to me, and then he blocked me. And then he no,
Yeah.
before he blocked me, he asked me this, and I said, that's the crazy part. He asked me, "Oh, are you in the group chat that I'm in with Daniel RPK and Alex Perez?" I said, "No, I'm not." That's the crazy part. When I'm posting and doing my things, I'm getting my sources from a different way, or I'm just connecting dots from
Yeah.
sitting here watching things, right? And
Right.
so
Right.
he
Yeah.
goes, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, let me run a couple theories by you. And I sent him a couple Spider-Man things and other things I have like from my other account. I share them once in a while. And this dude like put like a surprise emoji and
Yeah.
was like fun. He said fun fact, something about Doomsday. And I'm not gonna say what it is, but he said fun fact, something about Doomsday. And I was like, yeah, I already knew that because I shared this and I showed him what I shared with the timestamp, and then he blocked me. He blocked me after that.
What is
And
it?
I
What
was
is it?
and
If
and
you
then
can't say
and
it's
then
fine, but what is
dude, it's something that's gonna supposedly gonna happen in Doomsday. All right, I'll tell you this. It involves Spider Man. That's all I'll
it?
say.
Yeah.
It involves
Okay.
it
Can you
involves
send it to
it.
me after the live stream?
Yeah, and okay. How about this? Yeah, when we get off the live stream, I'll like I'll send you a voice message and I'll tell you. And then once I tell you, you're gonna be like, oh snap. You're gonna be like, oh snap. But just be careful with this information,
Shoot, dude.
okay? I wouldn't even talk about it. I'd
Yeah.
just let the
Totally.
pieces fall
Totally.
where they may. I'm gonna give you a little piece of the tea, buddy, because you're the homie,
Oh,
man.
hey, you can trust me, man. You can trust me. Yeah. Just oh snap is right. Good to see you, Cup. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, that is right. Oh snap, man. Um, okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I want to know. I do want to know. I definitely do. I did want to ask. I had just thought about two more scoopers as well. What's up with Beyond the Reporter? Is how same situation? Just
No, the Beyond reporter, he's cool. He's verified. He's
he's
pretty
cool. Okay,
verified.
yeah, and
Yeah,
he's
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 pretty
reliable
verified.
for the most part as well. Okay.
Yes. I talked to him. I
Also, you
quoted
have a
stuff.
Thwip as well. Thwip seems like
Yeah, Thwip is up there. Yep.
oh, so okay. Wow. Okay, they seem reliable. They do. So
They've been
does
around
that
for a
mean we're
while.
oh yeah, they have. Yeah. So I'm guessing that means we're getting. I'm a big Pixar fan as well. I grew up with Pixar. You know what I mean? So that
Hmm.
means I guess we're getting Monsters Inc. too, huh? Because he said something about it a while back.
Yeah, unless things have changed, I would just go with what he's hinting at. You know what I mean? Now again,
I know it's kind of
anything and
off topic,
everything can
but
change. Oh no, it's okay. It's like talking about Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts.
yeah. So hopefully that would be cool. But yeah, but so I'm from what I've heard, a lot of these scoopers are mainly reliable. So that's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. Y'all are
A
all
big portion of them.
cool with each other, man. That's cool.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
because the
Big
thing is
portion.
that
Yeah,
we all
yeah,
when I was sitting here like when I had my other no when I had this one too and I had to like reinvent myself. I had to gain my credibility. You
yeah.
know, like I really did. I never got this attention.
Right.
I would have never talked with people like you and start talking to you, man. Like we're just vibing out. It's awesome. You know.
Exactly, man. Yeah, dude, it's
But
great, man. It's
but
awesome, man. It's fun. Yeah.
before the comic book communities used to be so toxic and everybody like there was so many rumors and so many different things going on that it was a cesspool of like you exactly what you're asking. Who can I trust? Who can I not?
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I remember, dude, the hype for Multiverse of Madness was, oh, dude, that movie. I can't even explain the hype. Like I walked out semi disappointed. I still like the film, I still watch the film. I do. I still enjoy it for the most part. I remember though, man, the rumors surrounding that film. Like, okay, is it true that they talked to Nick Cage coming back as Ghost Rider for that film?
No, I did not hear anything about that.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
honest with you.
Because okay, so what about they talked to either Michael Fassbender or Ian McKellen for coming back as Magneto for that film, right? Was it Michael
Yeah,
Fassbender?
I'm pretty sure it was Michael Fassbender.
So they actually talked.
Yeah,
Wow. So
that's
what
what I
happened? It
heard.
just didn't go through. He didn't want to do it.
Well,
He
you
didn't
got to
want to
think
do it
about the
again.
well, you got to think about the timing of the movie. Like with the timing makes sense in the movie,
Exactly.
a
Exactly.
situation like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah. No.
saved
No. That's true. That's
Magneto,
true.
they
Yeah.
saved bringing back Magneto for Doomsday, so it would make sense. Like you would have ruined that big. So it's like, how would you use him later? So they saved him for our Avengers versus X-Men, which is what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
even mad
That
at
that
it.
is
It makes
true.
sense.
What about Ryan Reynolds? No, me too. I agree. What about Ryan Reynolds? Because Deadpool was rumored to be in that film. Did they talk to him about that?
Yeah, small role. I've heard small role. He'll be there to just
Really?
help. Yeah, he'll be in the film, like, because they have to. Okay, they can't go to the TVA and not talk to Deadpool and not talk to Wolverine and Loki. That just doesn't make any sense. Like
Yeah.
before there's a climactic
Well, what
battle,
about
Deadpool
for
might
like
say something
like
stupid.
Multiverse of Madness?
As well as
Yeah.
far
Did
as
they did they talk to Ryan Reynolds about being in
no, no, no,
for
I didn't hear.
Multiverse of
No,
Madness?
no, that they had a better no. That you no, not at
Oh.
all. Because I would say so because
Oh.
they
Okay.
were dealing with the Scarlet Witch for Multiverse of Madness. You know what I mean? So like
True.
Deadpool
Good
wouldn't
point.
make
Good point.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I know it was like a Sam Raimi um directed film, so I don't know. Did they ever talk to Toby about being a Multiverse of Madness or like whatever happened with that? Because I know he's
I didn't.
rumored, but he
Yeah, but
was.
I didn't hear anything about Toby from Multiverse of Madness. That kind of
Okay.
came out of nowhere. You know?
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, this is a lot of information that I'm just now learning about, man. Like this is like, man, this is crazy, man. We can go ahead and end it here if you want, man. We can go through the comments real quick and then go ahead and end it if you
Oh
want. This
yeah,
has been
let's.
fun. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm always open,
this
man.
has
I'm
been
always open
great, man.
to.
Heck yeah, dude. Let me read through these real quick. You got Wish Upon, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Some Cup, good to see you. Deja, let's see. Tell us more. I just love you guys keeping us in the need to know now. I'm glued to the screen like Spider-Man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, this has been fun. Let's see. Last thing, let's see. The Watcher come. Yeah, so you said earlier the Watcher's in Secret Wars, right?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Watchers for Secret Wars.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And Jeffrey Wright, I'm guessing, right? Live action.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, yes,
That's gonna
yes.
be cool. That's gonna be cool, man. Um, I need the movie, dude. You're telling me just man. I cannot wait, dude. Let's
Fun
see.
stuff.
So when's you and King Spike? Let's see, King Spike's podcast coming out because you two got that fire for. I appreciate that. That would be cool. That would be cool, man.
I'm down, man.
I could easily turn this into a podcast. Yeah, I could
You want
easily
to?
turn this into a podcast. I might even do that. I might do that tonight. Yeah, I might do that because I have the Spotify podcast app on my phone, but I haven't used it in months since October, since
Hey,
like for a
bro, we
year. I haven't
can.
used it in a
Yeah,
year. So,
we can talk about all
um,
of that offline and set that up if you want. I've been looking for someone to do a podcast
yeah,
with. It's just my computer took a
yeah,
shit
and
on
I
me,
can
so I can't run the logistics of it. I can talk and I can promote it, but I can't run the logistics.
right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And I can go into CapCut if it'll let me, if it'll work on my phone. I have the app, and basically like make it an audio file and put like maybe like photos over it and stuff and make it like a cool looking podcast. You know what I mean? So I could
Yeah.
definitely do that if So I think that'll be cool,
Yeah,
man. I think that'll be cool.
we just have to come up with
Um,
like a
I
name
want
and go from there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. I want Avengers versus we're getting that, man. That'll be cool. Bring Scarlet Witch. So people want Scarlet Witch so bad, man. Like
The
apparently
fandom.
she's gonna be from the X. Yeah, I know, man. From the X-Men universe, apparently, and Polaris is gonna
Yep.
be there too. I hear.
Yep. That's the rumor on the
That's what I heard.
streets.
Who's playing
Hmm.
Polaris? Do you know
I don't know. That I do not
who's
know.
playing Polaris?
It's a
You don't
really
know?
good question.
Gotcha,
Don't know.
gotcha. Okay. Um, yeah, that'll be, and apparently Quicksilver's there too. But James Mackle's saying that he's not hearing Quicksilver's in it or something.
Mm, I don't know. Because we got Ralph Boner still in the MCU running around doing his thing.
Exactly, exactly. Like I heard, so I heard Andrew Garfield again. He's not in Doomsday, but I did hear that he's going to be in it. But I'm like, I don't. I think he's like you said, he's not in it, so that's not true. Um, but I did hear that apparently, and back me up on this. Tell me if this is true or not. But
Gotcha.
apparently, Charlie Cox and Ben Affleck are both in Doomsday, and they're going to team up both Daredevils together.
That's something new. That's something new. I haven't heard any. I've heard that that's like that. Yeah,
Oh
that's
shoot!
something new. Yeah, that's what I heard because that's like saying that. Remember when that rumor that dropped said that Spider Man's gonna appear at the end of Daredevil Born Again? Remember that?
Oh yeah, 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 and it didn't happen. Yeah.
It did not happen.
Wait,
So we
wait.
gotta
So
be careful with
who
this.
reported that?
The Spider Man was gonna be back in Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah, who reported it?
The account was MCU source, and I know because I quoted them and I shared it to see something. I was like, damn, my engagement sucks right now. Let me do this real quick. And I just did that
Yeah,
and yo,
yeah,
I had like a
yeah,
26K in I think 2 hours. I was like, what is this?
yeah.
And it was total bullshit. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie. It was complete crap. But I did it for
Yeah,
engagement and it worked.
yeah.
Oh, this dude
Wait, but
wish upon said the weekly shows would be amazing. Oh,
oh
aha.
no, dude,
Yes.
that would be amazing, man. Thank you for the chat. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, like that would be awesome, man. That would be great. I definitely might make this into a podcast tonight. That would be fun. But wait, so is that report or rumor like true about Charlie Cox and Ben Affleck teaming up on the set of Doomsday?
I have not. I can ask. Let me do some soul searching. Let me dig. Just like the Wesley Snipes Blade
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I've had a lot of people ask me
yeah.
about
Oh
that
yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah,
And I was like, listen, it makes
yeah.
sense. So I can say yeah, but I still have to. Some people
It
have
does.
said yeah, but a lot of
Yeah,
people I've talked to, they're like, I don't know. I've heard Secret Wars as well, but this
yeah,
was like through the grapevine. A lot of
yeah,
people
yeah, yeah,
block
yeah.
me, bro. A lot of people block me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Charlie Cox and Ben Affleck teaming up together as Daredevil, man, that would be interesting. Like, because where I heard it from was the comic book cast on YouTube.
Hmm. Well, he sits down. He's a cool guy. I
Yeah, I
love
don't
what he
know.
does. But he sits down and he kind of does what I do, but he's like reading the comments and
Right.
reading these scoops and stuff because he probably got
Yeah,
that from
which
someone
I've
else,
been
you
watching
know?
his videos for years, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
no, he's
watching his
good.
videos
He's
for
good.
years, and he seems like a yeah, yeah, he's good. He gets a lot of hate, but I love his videos. You know what I mean? He gets too much. He gets hate. He does, I think, but I think
Yep.
his videos are very informative. I think you know what I mean.
Same, same.
Have you ever met him or like actually talked to him
No, no,
or
no, I would love to, bro.
no?
If we work this podcast right and we get the right amount of support, then we can make meeting him and everybody else a very big possibility.
Yeah, like Josh from Den of Nerds. I don't know if you've actually ever like talked or met Josh, but have you?
No, I haven't. I'm pretty sure he's probably seen some of
Yeah,
my stuff. Like there have been people that are like they've told me like I've seen your stuff before, and I've just met them in the street,
yeah,
you know. So you never
yeah.
know.
That
You
that would
never
be
know.
cool to have him on, dude. That would be so cool, man.
You want me to
That would
ask
be. It
Chad?
is one of the
I can I can talk to Chad, see if we
dude
can make that happen.
about him being
Yeah. Hello.
on.
Your internet just
Dude, heck.
Bro, your internet. Hello. Can you hear me? I got you. Thank you. Can you hear me at least? Your internet has COVID, bro. Okay, now then there was one. All right, well, I guess we'll end it here. It's fun. I'm gonna go. How do I?
Sorry about that, y'all. My internet acted up. I don't know. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Texting King Spike to see if he wants to join again because my internet's acting up. So that's why it got me kicked out. But just waiting to see if he's joining again. But y'all, this is some crazy stuff, man. Like this is again, y'all. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to. I'm not ending the live stream yet. Not ending it yet. But subscribe to King Spike. Go subscribe to him. Subscribe to this channel. Follow us both on Twitter and all that. Instagram. This is crazy, man. This is wild, man. This has been fun. I don't know if it kicked him out. Did it kick him out? Let's see. Probably just waiting on him real quick. But yeah, sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. But yeah, y'all, this is a lot of stuff, man. This is a lot of info. Like, man, this is wild. This is a lot of stuff I didn't know. A lot of stuff I didn't know. Man, wow. What y'all think though? What y'all think? This is cool, man. This is cool. By the way, off topic, but also on topic. I watched the Long Bus, good grief, the Lost Bus with Matthew McConaughey. I have not started filming my review yet, but after this, or maybe tomorrow, I am gonna upload my review. Also, I did say I was gonna upload it today. It might be tomorrow. I don't know because I haven't started working on it yet. But expect that. Expect it soon. So, yeah, I'm just gonna wait a little bit and see if he joins again. So, but yeah. This is crazy. This is wild. What do y'all think, though? What do y'all think? So I guess that that source that I've been talking to, I think he knows some people in Hollywood. I think he knows some people because a lot of the stuff he's been talking about, I think is that's so they've been talking to Thomas Jane and Ben Affleck. That's wow. Eric Bana and Ed Norton. That's big. That's really big, y'all. Like man, that's wild. That's crazy, man. So they really talked to back in Multiverse of Madness, right? That era. They really talked to Michael Fassbender about coming back as Magneto. Obviously, it didn't happen, but wow. That's wild, man. That's wild. Daniel Cudmore's back as Colossus too. This is all crazy, man. Like but y'all tell me, man, what cameo do y'all want to see in Doomsday and Secret Wars? What cameos do y'all want to see, man? I mean, these man, it looks like we're getting a lot, man. And King Spike said he knows something about Spider-Man in the movie that he's gonna tell me in a little bit. So apparently it's like crazy info. So yeah, I'm excited. I probably won't be able to share it, but I'll definitely know about it. So that'll be cool. So, but yeah, I definitely want to make it into a podcast. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think I got to come up with a name for it. I really do, but that would be cool, man. That would be cool. Just waiting for him to text him back so we can see if he's joining again. But I appreciate all y'all joining, man. This was a lot of fun. Turn up this music for y'all. So it looks like Maestro's in Doomsday. Toby's in it. Andrew's not. He's in Secret Wars. Okay. I guess it is a true rumor that Ben Affleck and Charlie Cox both were on set together. They were on set. I mean, that's crazy, man. Wesley Snipes, Sean Ashmore's Iceman again. Man. This music has a good vibe, so I think I'm gonna start doing this more often. Just having music play in the background, not too loud though, but just chilling right now, just waiting. So, wish my internet didn't crap out. Tell you, that's one thing with doing this now. I love doing this, obviously, talking movies with y'all. You need good internet, and I live out in the country. So it's mostly good, you know what I mean? Again, I love doing this, and I love talking movies with y'all, but I need better internet. My internet's good for the most part, but I need better. That's one thing I miss about living in a neighborhood, and I miss living in a neighborhood in general, you know what I mean? Because I lived in a neighborhood, 2 houses in the span of 13 years, you know what I mean? So I just miss it, man, you know what I mean? But Um, man, this is a lot of info though, y'all. This is a lot of info. Like, that's crazy. It's just insane to me. Like the fact that Toby's back, Nick Cage is back. They're trying to get Thomas Jane back, Ben Affleck, Wesley Snipes, Eric Bana, Edward Norton. They're trying to get everybody. Halle Berry, Sean. Man, they're getting everybody back. Like everybody, man. Like it's wild to me. It's wild. I don't know if he's joined again, y'all. I'm just waiting to see because I think his internet wasn't working either. I don't think. I'm not sure, but it might have been my internet that kicked us both out, you know? But I'm just waiting to see if he joins again. Dude, this music is a vibe, dude. Man, it's a vibe. Well, yo, I'm probably gonna. Sorry about the internet. Kind of ruined the stream. Internet kind of did that. I am gonna go ahead and in the live stream right here. Again, like I always say, thank y'all so much for joining. And again, like I always say, I love all y'all so much. I love talking movies with y'all, and I cannot wait to do this full time in the future. I know it's coming soon, and I am just so grateful for all of y'all. And I just love that y'all care enough to join and to join in the conversation. And just again, subscribe to King Spike, subscribe to this channel right here. Follow us both on Instagram, Twitter, all of that wonderful stuff. And sorry I didn't get to all of the comments. Sorry I didn't get to all of them, y'all. I'm gonna try next time to get to all of them. I'll try next time, I promise. But if you're new, we just hit 1K subs a while back. We're now at 1.1K. Next milestone is 2K and 3K after that and beyond that as well. And if you're new as well, I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, trailer reactions, movie live streams, movie news, movie rankings, all that wonderful movie stuff. And me and King Spike both, we talk about Marvel. We talk about Marvel, me and King Spike on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, all that wonderful stuff. And y'all have a good and safe week coming up, a good, safe rest of your weekend. And Overlord, you too, my man. You too. And I'll have my Lost Bus review up maybe sometime tomorrow. I think I'm gonna post it tomorrow. I'm gonna start working on it later, maybe even tomorrow. Keep talking movies, wonderful people. Cheers. Bye bye.